Hey, what's up, what's up, everybody? I have no idea what the hell we're doing, actually. It's a Saturday night, and guess what? It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. So anyway, we're just hanging out, drinking some beers. Well, let me cut that off there. I had echo going on. But we were just over on Joe D's show for a while, doing some good stuff there. You missed me dropping like a 50.7 ounce of the Anchor Brewing Christmas Ale. Knocked that out. Had a couple other beers, and guess what? The party's still rolling. So we decided to bring it over here. I got Craig, my buddy here from the UK. How are you doing, Craig?
All good, all good. Happy 51st birthday. Or
not 51st, damn it. 50th.
Oh, sorry.
Don't push it.
Just 1 year.
Yeah, just 1 year. I'm eligible for the AARP discounts now. So, and then what are you drinking right there, Craig? Craig's eating a little bit too.
A bit of a late dinner, and I'm just on a Heineken. It's just standard.
That's all right. I mean, it's 11 here, so you're like 3 o'clock there, right?
It's 4 a.m.
4 a.m. So Craig's 4 a.m. He's over in the UK. So Craig's up all nighter over there in the UK. So.
Yeah, it's your birthday, so what can I say?
So I say I appreciate you being here and drink what you want, because it's great that you're still going tonight.
Yeah. I've had a few beers earlier, not heavy or nothing like that, just a few light beers, and just chilling out.
Nice. And a newer panelist to the channel here we brought over from Joe's show is actually Patrick, who is actually out in Arizona. How are you doing, Patrick?
I'm doing well.
And what are you drinking now?
Lagunitas Super Cluster.
Oh, nice beer. I had it on draft when I was at Lagunitas in Chicago a few months back.
It's pretty good.
Yeah?
I get it at my local grocery store, so.
Cool.
Not much of a better deal than you get from Lagunitas, of course. They got some of the better deals out there. Well, unless you get a raw deal.
You know. I've not seen that one over here. That
oh, you haven't got Super Cluster yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
They did. They were one of the people that were like holding out, like complaining about people selling out, and then they sold out. But,
yeah, but the thing is with them, they're actually under Heineken Europe, which is a little bit different, but they still have the Heineken dollars behind them. But they're really expanding more of the markets in other areas rather than going under Heineken USA. But yeah, you look at it, they took 100%, so now they are under the Heineken umbrella. But Heineken leaves them alone. I know a few of the guys that work there and stuff, but
Heineken's great. It's fine.
But the dollar, like as far as dollar for quality goes.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Like I said, they're probably one of the best values out there that you can get for beers at all.
Yeah, their price point is amazing for what you're getting.
Yeah. Which reminds me.
Even for the UK guys, it's all right. We can get. I mean, the Lagunitas is the IPA standard flagship beer.
Yeah.
You can get like. I mean, for us, all right, it's probably a bit pricey compared, but we can get like three bottles of that for like just over £5, which is like 355 ml bottles.
Yeah.
For us, that's like that. So that kind of shows you the price point where they're at, and it's obviously better for you guys.
Have you had their like barrel aged stuff like the Willa Tie Stout, anything like that?
Yeah, we don't get those over here. Get the daytime ale. Daytime, is it daytime?
Like that session.
The daytime ale is one of their beers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. I've had their cappuccino stout.
That's good.
3 years
Cappuccino
ago.
stout's a good one. That's a great one for a value for a stout as well. And
yeah, that's a good beer.
And I've got the Willa Ties in the cellar. I still have to drink it and review it at some point, but I have not done that as of yet.
Pretty goddamn good.
That's what I hear. Everybody tells me how much they love it.
They used to do 12 packs of that. I'm sorry, 6 packs of 12-ounce bottles.
Yeah.
And they switched to 22-ounce. That's a shame because that used to be the best value you could possibly get. Like honestly, it was like on par with like Goose Island, the Berwyn County. It was just as good, but like $10 for a 6-pack kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet deal. And then in the comment section, Eric Gilbert, cheers, happy birthday, cheers, Eric, thank you very much. And off the 10th, Chris says happy birthday, Rod, thank you, sir. Fishing with Christina says, "What's up? What's up, Christina? What are you drinking anything tonight? What are you drinking?" Farmall Fanatic in the house says, "Hey, welcome, Farmall, and if you're drinking something, let us know what you are drinking there as well." So I'm actually drinking another one of these Waybacher 23rd anniversary that I picked up in my Run the Jungle Gyms. Which, if you saw the video earlier tonight, this was a 6-pack that was mentioned on there that I got a deal on over at Jungle Gyms.
You got a deal?
I know, surprising, right? Surprising. 11.18. So I'm still good to go. I knocked out the 0.7 ounce beer earlier on Joe's show. Had a couple of these now. Had one of the Man Tree Galaxy Highs, which was pretty good. I'm like, I don't know, my tolerance is at a different level right now. I feel like I'm feeling pretty good and could probably keep on going steady.
Cool.
But so what are you enjoying over there, Craig? What are you munching on?
Rice.
Just rice? Rice by itself?
Yeah, just rice with a bit of garlic and a bit of onions, kind of chopped and mixed in, fried. It's good.
Yeah. Are you going vegan now or something? What's going on, brother?
No, I've already eaten the pork chop. No,
there you go.
Yeah. So I'm just left with what's left. That's it. Just finishing up a little bits and back. That's it.
Yeah.
Like a not quite a midnight snack, but you know, a 4 a.m. snack. So.
Yeah, I knocked out some pistachios earlier. Still got my my little Reese's with the Reese's Pieces inside. So
cool.
Yeah. Good discussion we had earlier in the channel.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. So, what have you had? Anything recently that you've really enjoyed, beer wise, or snack wise, or whatever? Have to be beer.
Beer wise, well, recently, thanks to Todd, we got some of the 450 North beers in.
Yeah, I see you guys banging on about that the last.
Oh my god!
Few weeks.
I mean, for some of them, it's like, can we just stop calling them beer because they don't taste like beer?
Yeah, of course.
And I had one earlier tonight, which will be updated or reviewed later on, but it was the slushy mango passion fruit. My God, it went down easy. Like I literally had to stop myself from drinking it so I could talk about it because I was like, took the first sip and it was going and it was going and it was like, okay, stop right now so you could tell people about the beer because I could have chugged right through it. I mean, it went down so easily. It was one of their smoothie Berliner Weiss beers.
Wow.
I don't know how they're doing it, but they're making them so damn good now.
I remember Joe banging on about one of these slushy beers. I don't know if it was that same brewery or another brewery, but
well, I think it might have been the blackberry jam that we got from them, and that was just as good too. That was.
It sounds like it's the same brewery. But,
yeah.
But yeah, off the top of my head, he was crazy for that, and it's like, yeah, it's not a beer, and it's so goddamn good.
Well, it's like here we have 7-Elevens, right? So as kids, we're used to getting like the old slushy, icy type drinks. So, I mean, you could literally envision yourself sitting here drinking this in a 7-Eleven. It's like, but it's an alcoholic version. It's like, it does not feel anything like a beer. It's like an old slushy.
Yeah, and there's a lot of beers like that on the market, I'd say, these days. It's like even to the pastry stouts and stuff like that, things like Apollo and so I mean they're so damn good, but you know if you drink them thinking they're going to be a stout and it's a basic stout, then you're going to be disappointed in that regard. But then I think you're still going to like it,
right?
But I think sometimes it depends if you're like a lot of people drink beer looking at it like I want a beer. Like the purest, no adjuncts, bloody blah. I think that kind of frame of mind is becoming more and more so obscured, shall I say, because it's getting more and more hard to find that kind of purist type beer.
Right.
It's still there, of course, if you look hard enough, but I'm open to suggestions with beer. You know, don't limit yourself with beer. That's the way I look at things.
Oh, definitely not. No way. I enjoy this different variety that's taking place right now. That you have so many different beers and styles that are out there. You really get the chance to have fun and enjoy and try different things.
That's right. Yeah, that's cool.
Like some people say, well, there's too many beers. Like, there's never too many beers.
How is that possible?
No, I mean that's the whole funny thing. You know, you experiment with different things. You find the things that you like, the things that you enjoy.
Yeah, everyone's different, and I get that. But then everyone brews a different type of beer, which is the same thing. There's plenty of choice. So
yeah,
there's lots of people to satisfy. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah. Now, Patrick, where you're at in Arizona, are you getting any of the slushy type beers out there from any breweries? Do you have anything doing those kind of novelty type thing?
Yeah, I think so. There's like the whole milkshake IPA, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. But like here, we have like 450 North that makes like a slushy. We were talking about the Berliner Weiss, and it's almost feeling like you were standing in the 7-Eleven drinking this thing.
I guess I don't know that we have that, but like that the Berliner Weiss that I had earlier, the Tombstone.
Right, which is a pretty looking beer too.
That was like pure fruit, like very natural tasting, not like artificial, not super sweet. It's very, very, very good.
It looked really good, yeah.
It looked like cranberry juice.
It tasted kind of like cranberry juice.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I think some of the comments on Untapped also mentioned cranberry as well too. So it seemed like a little bit of predominance of that there too.
I think it was cranberry, strawberry, and black currant, but it was definitely when you actually drink it, it's more cranberry than anything else.
All right. Okay.
Which I actually like. I like cranberry juice though.
Yes,
and at the end of the day, it was good though, right? That's what matters.
And the color was crazy. Like, I mean that.
Look really vibrant. It's like, look at that.
We get that on some of our breweries here, like Urban Artifact that does some of the sour beers. You know, you'll get that kind of color, which is pretty cool. And Braxton Brewing, which is one of our local ones here, their labs, they have some pretty beers like that too.
Yeah. Yeah, they Tombstone is weird because like I actually think it's maybe I said that it's like maybe the best brewery in Arizona. But it not only does not leave Arizona, but it doesn't like it's like only a handful of breweries or bottle shops in the area, you know.
Yeah.
So even if you live in Arizona, you might not be aware of them, kind of thing.
It's just amazing how many different breweries we have across the country right now. It's like, I'm like, I want to try them all. I mean, obviously, I probably won't get there because there's just so many of them, but so many of them.
Stop brewing beers.
Yeah.
Let me try them all.
Yeah. It's like, you send them here, I'll do my best, you know.
Yeah, and give me deals.
I had a London brewery that's really, really good. I can't think what their name is, but they have like a very generic.
Colonel?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah. It's that brown kind of.
It's kind of a brown bottle with a kind of a tan label. Kind of a separator.
Yeah, brown, and it's got a basic label.
Yeah.
No, it's just brown, like paper bag kind of label.
Yeah.
That's the Colonel. They're fantastic, they are. Oh.
Yeah.
They don't do bad beer.
Yeah.
Now, I picked up 2 beers earlier, Craig, and you might be familiar with these.
Okay.
because you might get more of like some of the Russian beers coming through over in your area than we usually get here. But I don't know. Do you get some of the Russian beers coming through there?
No.
No. Okay, I didn't know. Well, there was one of it was called the Courage Russian Imperial Stout.
Oh, oh yeah, Courage. Yes. Yeah. Is that the Wells? Is it Wells?
Is it? Well, it says Eagle Brewery, formerly Charles Wells.
Charles Wells. Yeah.
Yeah. So I picked up 2 of those today with the glass, or yesterday.
There's a red label, yeah.
Red label. They got the 2012 and the 2013 version. Both of those are like aged where you go like they say like 13 years or so out. So it's good to go. With the glass from the brewery, $5.99.
Yeah, that's in your ballpark.
Yeah, the retail price they said was like $19.99 or whatever. So
that's just ridiculous.
It is, right? So I'm thinking like I should have probably got more, but it's kind of like I want to try out, see how these go. But
yeah, I mean, I'm trying to remember what I haven't seen that in the supermarkets over here for probably about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they release them every year. It seems like whenever they feel it, kind of they release it. So
yeah, I haven't seen them for a long time. I'd buy like if I saw that this year, I'd buy a case. But you get eight bottles to a case.
So maybe I should go back and get more, is what you're saying, because I can get them for $5.99. I mean, with the glass itself is like $3, so it's like basically
if you like it, you need to try one, see if you like it.
Yeah, I'm pretty much sure I'm going to probably like it.
Yeah, how do you rank Omnipollo?
They're very good. They do this like slushy kind of with the what do you call it? The slushy
like a milkshake IPA.
Yeah, but they do like an ice cream kind of whipped top to it, and then you have with some of these beers you have like a donuts and stuff, and it's like it's a bit too much for me. I get the concept and stuff, but then you have to think it's actually a beer.
How do you compare them, like the Colonel?
Oh, they're on the same level, but in different ways, if that makes sense.
Like Colonel's more traditional?
Yeah, more, there's less adjuncts, especially in their stouts. Their stouts are like pure stouts, and they are fantastic. Whereas the Apollo do use a lot of artificial
they got
additives and
like milk, whipped cream, all that bullshit.
Yeah, loads of adjuncts. But their stouts, they're still very good.
Yeah.
Hello, Eric.
Let's welcome Eric. Hey, brother, what's going on, man?
I'm drowning my sorrows, man. Did
Michigan lose that game? I didn't get to watch the ending. I didn't get against Michigan State too. That doesn't help things.
You can't. Well, let's put it this way: you can't win against your opponent and the referees.
Oh, there's some bad calls being made, huh?
Yeah, on both sides of the ball. You got to give credit where credit's due on both sides of the ball.
I was watching part of it earlier. I was flipping back and forth. North Carolina Duke was on earlier too, but was it close in that game when it finished, or was it like Michigan State ran away with it?
Like by almost, I think it was 10 points they lost.
Okay. Well, I got love for John Beeline. He came from West Virginia up there, so I got some love for him there. And big thing is getting a tournament and winning 6. You win 6, you win a title.
Exactly it.
And Michigan's solid there. Then we have Earth actually made it in finally. So I had trouble finding your stuff earlier, so I wanted to make sure I had you right there, Earth.
Yeah, that's good. That's all good.
Well, Google Plus is going away next month, and they already pulled it from some of the stuff here. So, did you put the pizza in the oven?
Yeah, I already scarfed it down. It took me a minute.
That's what I thought.
Figured I'd handle that before I jumped on.
Is that pineapple one?
Pineapple on the pizza or what?
That was negative the pineapple.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
So we were on Joe's channel earlier, Eric, and we got into discussion. We were talking about pizza. We had to bring up the whole pineapple on the pizza, and that started a whole debate on things. So Essentially, pineapple is the new anchovy nowadays.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Can we all agree that Joe, piece of shit? I hate that guy.
Oh, in the chat, we got head coach Rod, you the man. Welcome. Hey, head coach, are you still at the bar? If not, and you want to join, let us know. But head coach was at the bar, not like having a pitcher, but having a pitcher and drinking from the pitcher. So,
cool.
Hey, what's wrong with that? You only dirty one glass.
Head coach might be on the floor right now.
Well, it depends on what he was drinking.
It looks like he had his hands occupied. So, in fairness,
and apparently my fault. Eric Gilbert said, "Courage is British G's. Wells is a legendary brewery. G's. LOL. Just busting balls." So I just saw the Russian Imperial Stout. You're right. It is Wells is. I know Wells is UK. So all right, Eric Gilbert, lay off, brother. And he says pineapple belongs on pizza.
Calm down.
Oh, you're drinking what I was drinking the other night there.
Yeah, I was having this conversation at work, and they agree with the pineapple. So
on the pizza,
yeah, they don't understand what the hate is.
Yeah,
pineapple
the hate is real. The hate is
real. Haters gonna hate.
Eric's not a pineapple pizza person. He's not a pineapple.
I like it with and without. It doesn't bother me. Pizza's pizza, or pie's pie, whatever.
It's like beer, right? Drink it or eat it the way you enjoy it. So
no,
there's not many beers I don't throw away or food I throw away.
Right. Like I said, somebody hands you a slice. What you said earlier, slice of pineapple and spinach. I'll probably still eat it. So
yeah, it's food.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah,
I'll eat it.
Although pineapple and spinach would be a weird combination on a pizza.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat that.
It would be. Yeah.
I just don't doubt somebody probably has done that in the past. There's a server there. I want pineapple and spinach and mushroom. What?
Might as well throw some artichoke on there while you're at it.
They'll be like, good idea. Let's put some artichoke on there.
So you're not that far away. So you're doing Jody's meetup. Make it happen.
Yeah, it's not too far away. It's right there outside San Diego.
Yeah, Coachella kind of, right?
I'd love to.
Yeah.
I'd love to go there and meet you guys, but it's just at the moment I can't do that sort of shit.
Well, aren't the tickets to America outrageous?
I think if you book it in advance, it's a little bit cheaper, but still pretty.
Now we got some flights over here that are kind of cutting prices to go over to like Europe and stuff on some of their deals. So
I've seen Denver's probably the cheapest to get to. Denver's really reasonably priced compared to going to New York, which is not as far.
Yeah,
it's weird, isn't it? How airfares work and shit.
God, that had to be about a 10, 11-hour flight because it was 9 from Detroit to Birmingham.
Right. Yes, I mean, I'm guessing it's like a 11, 12-hour flight. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Which why I got Craig in here. I was going to say I didn't think about it earlier on Joe's show, but I'm glad they foiled that whatever was going on over there in the UK. What's going on with the train stations and the airlines? Yeah, so I'm glad they got that foiled and nobody was hurt or anything like that. And
they must have intelligence that they're not releasing, I guess.
Yeah.
I just hope it's not the start of this. I think Brexit's probably got a bit to do with it. I think this Northern Ireland border and shit.
Yeah.
It's confusing. I think personally, I'm more worried about that than the actual Brexit itself.
Yeah.
Personally, not that I like talking about politics and blah blah blah.
No. I just wanted to make sure. I'm glad nothing happened over there. I mean, in an ideal world, I like to put all the assholes on one island and we can just not have to deal with them. But
throw all the guns on there and be like, okay, boys.
Yeah, but I mean, I grew up with the back in like the 80s and the early 90s.
Oh yeah.
With the troubles in Northern Ireland and the IRA and the amount of bombs that were going off everywhere. And one of the closest bombs that went off to me was about it's just down the road in a town called Deal. And it was in an army barracks, music army barracks in Deal. That was in about 88, something like that. So that was like 10 miles away. So,
wow.
But when you're a kid, though, you don't realise what's going on. But then you grow up and then you look back and think, "Wow, this happened now."
Yeah.
Realising what's going on. It's like sometimes when you're a kid, it's the best way to be. You don't know, you don't understand and stuff. But obviously that all got peace still got sorted, and almost 20 years now it's been a peace deal, and then I can't imagine if it happened or flared up again because of Brexit.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit craziness in the world. We've been doing it for a while, but I'm just glad that nobody was hurt. They were able to catch stuff and get it all done, and prevent anything from happening. But I was thinking about you when I came up, and I meant to say you thing on Facebook, but
no, everything's cool.
But nothing on a down note, though. So
no, it's just life. People are great, and people are not great. It's just it is what it is, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it's the world we live in.
Yeah, that's the trouble. People are great, but then it's
very true.
But then all the troubles in the world is because of people. So it's like it is what it is.
Yeah. Eric Gilbert said, "Pizza is a wheel, and pineapple is a Canadian invention."
Well.
On a wheel, anyway. I don't know where Eric Gilbert's going with that one, but and then we got FF420 in the house. What's good, Rob? What's good, 420? Glad to have you back again. Malta to Montreal. What's up, Swami? Haven't seen you in a while. He said, "What we talking about?" Well, we just
give him the Swami tag.
Yes, well, that's the thing. Swami, if you went in, let me know. I'll send you a link. But he was asking what we were talking about. We were just talking. I was just telling Craig I was glad nothing ended up happening over to London. They had a situation where there was bombs or whatever found around some of the train stations and airports last week. So
it's all been. It seems to have sorted itself out at the moment.
Yeah, and Eric Gilbert said, "I have family involved in the troubles," and he says, "Cheers, Swami." And Swami says, "Hello, Eric," back to him. So, yeah.
Hi, Swami. I haven't spoke to you or whatever for many months. Hope you're keeping well and warm. I know it's been a bit cold up your way.
Yeah. Well, Eric's been a lot colder than I've been. So.
Yeah. Winter.
Polar vortex.
Earth is like, what the hell is cold? I don't know what you guys are talking about right now. It's always.
Hey, I was in San Diego not long ago. It was.
I had to go take my vacation to go see it.
Yeah. Yeah. So you were down. I mean, it's a shame that you didn't catch up with Earth or anything down there. But San Diego is such a pretty city. I mean, I've been down there before, and you can't beat it. I've been there a few times. Every time I've been there, it's like 75, whether it's clouds or no clouds. It's just like pretty much a nice all-around city and good weather, I thought. So, I mean, the fear there is earthquakes, right? So every part of the country has their own thing. They have earthquakes. Where I'm at in Ohio, we have like tornadoes, possibly some flooding, depending where you're at. Where Eric's at, he kind of has some stuff there too. So, I don't know. I don't know where the oasis would be because people say, "Well, go to Hawaii." Well, Hawaii has volcanoes and tsunamis now, so I don't know if there's maybe North Dakota.
You have to think.
Wyoming,
nowhere's safe.
North Dakota has extreme heat when it's in the summertime, and then colder than hell in the winter.
Yeah, there you go.
Just live off grid, grow your own food.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is in the States, like some people have done that, and some states have actually penalized people for being able to do that.
How can you penalize people? How can you do that, though?
I don't know. There are codes or whatever that some states have, like people that would actually have stuff where they were like doing stuff running their own power or electricity or whatever, or using different. It's America, Craig. It's some weird shit.
Do whatever they want.
Yeah. We say
everyone's trying to fill their pockets.
We say we're free. We say we're free, but
you're not free.
Right. Nothing is absolute.
Everybody wants to fill their pockets over here, man.
Yeah.
Even if you did live off off grid. If you had a neighbor close enough, he'd probably complain that you're being too loud or creating too much smoke or something.
Exactly. But there was a guy in Florida that the police called on him because he was having a barbecue. It was like, seriously? Like somebody complained because the smoke was in their yard.
It sounds like the Illuminati here on people.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's funny though.
Yeah, we have some crazy shit that happens sometimes. I guess every country does though, but
the thing is, you can't stop. All right, if you still get your electricity from the grid, you can't stop people from growing vegetables and stuff like that. Your own food.
Well, over here, like depending where you're at, different homeowners will have like housing associations that can set the parameters on how you can actually do stuff on your property. So they can limit some things from happening. Now I'm in Kentucky, and depending where you're at, I've seen some people that will have like chickens in their yard or stuff like that. Or, in Kentucky, we have a lot of people that have horse farms and stuff like that and everything. But in some subdivisions, you can't have certain things. Otherwise, you're out of compliance.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never knew that. That's insane.
People will call their HSA or whatever, or homeowner association, whatever they call it, for whatever they have. And it's like, and they'll come out there and say, well, you're in violation of it.
Oh, wow.
Like even to put a fence in your yard, some associations have to have permission to be able to do that, to put a fence in your own yard. So you want to get a dog, you have to get permission to have a fence to put in so your dog can run around the yard.
So do you need permission for getting a dog?
Not for getting the dog, but just for building the fence.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
Yeah, it's probably getting there. Yeah.
So that's the best way, isn't it? Get permission to have a dog and they do what you like.
Well, I always say, ask for forgiveness is my motto. Do it first, and then say, I didn't know I couldn't do that. Forgive me. I didn't know.
Or you can say this fence was put in before I moved here.
Right.
Do one.
I don't know what you're talking about. That fence was in way before I was here.
Yeah, you're the wrong guy, buddy.
Yeah. But it's looking well for its age. Yeah.
So Swami said, no thanks. He's actually working right now. So you're working, but you're watching the show. I don't know if your boss is happy about that, Swami. And Eric Gilbert says, oh my God, it's Eric. LOL. And then Swami confirmed he couldn't join. 420 said, at least it isn't the IRA any longer. And then Swami's wished me a happy birthday, which I appreciate. Thank you. And then so did 420. Thank you there as well. Eric Gilbert said the IRA is in politics now. That's the problem. And then Swami says Quebec has effing French people, which we kind of knew that, Swami. And then 420 says Las Vegas as well. Snow at 118 degrees in the same year. So even, Vegas, they have some winter weather there too.
I know Vegas, they've had 2 periods of snow this winter.
Yeah. And the Swami said you can't win. 420 says I have solar and grid both here, heaps of sun. It's always funny when you talk the solar argument to some people and they're like, yeah, but your power runs out when it's nighttime, right? Like, no, that's not how solar works. I mean, some people are just Eric Gilbert says, damn Quebec and their SNC Lavagin, ha 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 ha. And then Swami said LOL. And then 420 said HOA equals brown shirts, which, homeowner association. Some of them, the way they run some of their communities, it's pretty bad. Malta says, I used to work with a firm that dealt with SNC. Got to run later, everyone. Well, thanks for swinging by, Swami. And 420 said, cheers, Montreal. Swami says, I'm my own boss. LOL. So
then why are you on the show?
Nobody's checking up on him. He's his own boss. And Eric said, cheers to him. And Swami said, can't get mad at myself. And 420 said, snow on cacti makes surreal. So, yeah. But so it's interesting. I mean, I don't know, this whole weather pattern, if things are changing, if things are not changing, no matter what you believe. I can just tell you the way it is now on the weather patterns versus where I was 25 years ago, totally freaking different on stuff. Totally.
What do you think? A lot colder now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like right now, like in beginning of like right now this week, March like 9th, my birthday. This is like usually when I would have been golfing back in the day. And like the winters are going longer and colder. Like people will say, well, there's no climate change or there's no warm because it's like colder as well, right? Like no, that's not how it works. What it basically says is the climate change is making the core stronger. Right. And so your winters are more intense and your summers are more intense. So it's not like you're going to get rid of winter and all the cold weather. It's just going to be more intense.
I remember Al Gore saying back in the late 90s that your children will never see snow and all this sort of shit.
Yeah, well, that was Al Gore too. Yeah.
So can someone please tell me what happened then?
Yeah, he should have stopped when he created the internet. He should have stopped it.
This is coming from the guy who is complaining about everybody sucking up too much energy in his house alone.
Right.
He's more energy than anybody.
Yeah, he's got a mansion in California and all this sort of bollocks. It's like
yeah. So and it's kind of like the thing is like it's like no, whether you're left or you're right. We have to admit there's just BS on both sides. There's BS on both sides, and he had some of the stuff out there. But there's some stuff that he was saying that does impact. Based on just science itself, we know things are changing in science. We know things are changing with the poles. We know that the icebergs are shrinking, and we're getting all these type of things. We know weather patterns are changing. I mean, every year it's like a record year on weather that we see. I mean, that's something being made up. It's just happening. So you have to take notice of it at some point. I figure by me, I'll probably die at the right time. It's not me I'm worried about. It's the generations after me, right? Like, so, we don't have any kids myself per se. We have like nephews and we have, other people that'll be grandnephews and all that kind of stuff. They're the ones that have to deal with a lot of it. So they're the ones that are, which is great to see. They are actually more involved nowadays, getting involved in stuff because it's going to be them that are going to need the earth at that point. I mean, if I throw a plastic wrapper away, it's not going to bother me for something, but it'll affect them. I'll say, you deal with it, Sonny. I'm going to Bob Evans to get my discount. I'm a retired person now. But it's all.
Go ahead.
Go. You're fine. Go ahead.
I said that's another topic for another time. Is are we all going to be able to retire?
Well, sure. Yeah, well,
probably not.
That's another topic for another time.
That's a topic for another time for sure. But you know what? There's a few countries that Americans have looked at that are outside the U.S. that their dollars go further. I mean, right now, if you look at Costa Rica, that's getting a ton of American citizens that are retiring there because their dollars are stretched through retirement down there. There's other places overseas that people are retiring. I mean, it's kind of sad when you think about it. You grew up in a country, but you have to go to another country to actually retire because of the stuff that you're going through here. And
I'll tell you what, Mexico, you can stretch your money there for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Venezuela, that would be great right now. Yeah.
You can get some good beachfront property in Venezuela right now.
You can get some pineapple pizza for cheap.
Right.
Yeah.
Good one, Ernest. Good one.
Throw the anchovies in for free.
You can buy a picture and get a whole tree. It's just
yeah. But it's some crazy stuff.
So how did a pineapple pizza come from Canada? Do they have pineapple trees?
I don't know.
Pineapple trees out there? Or?
I think Eric Gilbert was just throwing that out there.
Interesting.
420 says my car loves grid and solar.
Cool.
Yep, BS on both sides for sure. Just a red and blue shovel on each side, which I agree. Eric said, go ahead. Sorry. No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Not just like pay your taxes. It's global warming. It's your fault. Pay your taxes. It's CO2, which is plant food.
Right.
Anyway,
well, that's the whole thing. It's kind of like you take and it's not to attack the vegan, but take the vegan debate, right, about not killing cows or whatever. We have so many cows now. If we didn't eat the cows, how much carbon dioxide would they actually put in the air as well? I mean, there's like studies that show that we have to manage that population of stuff too. So
Yeah.
I
love my beef burgers.
I do like my beef burgers. Although I had a friend in college once. She told me one time, like, she went to become a vegetarian because she grew up on a farm, and at one time she went to bite into a burger and a cow mooed at the same time, and that made her a vegetarian. Me, I'd have been like, "Yes, I'm eating your brother right now." I mean, I don't know. I just like.
Sounds like you got to blame the cook on that one,
right? Yeah. Eric Gilbert said it is warming up on the Lake Ontario North Shore. Been a long winter here. Stay down the middle, I say. 420 says I'm retired with a little exclamation face, and he says, "Yep, in Europe, the tax man is the scariest." But you know what? If you're in Europe, and we'll say like what Craig's at, like in the UK, people don't realize, I think, that we pay as many taxes that they kind of pay in what they're paying, right? So, Craig, you might say average, right? You're paying maybe 50-something% of your wealth in taxes, right?
Yeah.
But in the States here, when you put together what you're paying for the state, what you're paying for the federal, what you're paying for FICA, you're right up to that number. But in the UK, you have the things like healthcare, you have retirement, you have other stuff that comes into play more than it does in the US. So it's kind of like
it swings and roundabouts. I think obviously you have to pay for your healthcare,
right?
We get it, but we still pay our taxes, which goes into the healthcare. We do it in other ways.
Right.
You still pay for it to a certain degree. It's not technically free.
Right, it's not, but you're still paying for it, but you know what you're paying towards is still there to protect you down the line. It's like, I saw a thing like on France a couple years ago in a documentary, is how like France doesn't have sick days really. It's like if you're sick, you just call in and say you're sick, you can't make it, but you're already covered under the system. But they're paying like the tax rate, when you look at it, it's not much different than our tax rate here. And it's just like kind of incredible when you see some of the stuff about some of these other
and how they disperse the funds.
Yeah, exactly. How everything's all ran and everything there, right? And then But then I was telling my wife earlier, like here tonight, like we were watching something on the news, and she's like, they were talking about socialism. I said, part of the problem is people equate socialism to communism here, which isn't the same. But it's kind of like in America we have Social Security, but I don't see any retirees turning in their Social Security checks saying I don't need that. They've already accepted part of it, so it's like you're already taking the money in. So it's kind of like to say you're anti-socialist is kind of ridiculous when you're getting a benefit of those type programs.
Yeah.
So, but not to get all political, this is kind of it's a pop-up chat, so we may go anywhere tonight, people.
It's interesting though. It's just I don't agree or disagree. It's just
but it's something that has to be discussed, right?
Sometimes in the right crowd and bloody blah, but
Well, it just seems like too everyone wants a piece of the pie kind of thing. What am I going to get in monetary gain from if we do this kind of thing?
Yeah.
People want their cake and they want to eat it too, which is a saying I'm not a big fan of, because I'm always like, if you have the cake, if you have the cake, why would you not want to eat it too?
I hate that saying. If you can't have your cake and eat it, what's the point?
You're right.
What's a fucking can? It's my birthday. Fuck off.
I'm just going to hold it. I just want to hold my cake. I don't want to eat it. I just want to hold it. That saying makes no sense whatsoever.
I don't want to hold it. I want to eat it.
Also, controlling your own
destiny. I can't eat it. I don't want to see it.
You see these players say, I want to control my own destiny. Well, if it's your destiny, it's already set to happen. So you don't have to control anything if it's your destiny.
I don't want my cake. I just want to eat it.
Right. I just want to look at it up there on the shelf. So pretty.
Damn it! Tonight,
I
can't eat it.
Yeah. Let's see here. And 420 says, "Yep, in Europe the taxman scale." He said, "Except at the petrol stations, huh?" Eric Gilbert says, "Hold up, Greg. I'll send you the pineapple on pizza story." What pineapple on pizza story? Who's Greg? Was there Greg here? I don't know what Eric Gilbert's talking about. I'm like, who is he sending it to Greg? 420 says CCCP spoiled that word for so many people, right? And which word was spoiled, I guess? So I'm trying to think CCCP.
So on my Ham's beer review, I don't know if you watched it yet, Rod.
I have not watched it yet.
But there's Eric Gilbert. He says an old fart with a hipster beer.
Is he trolling you, Eric Gilbert?
I think he might be. I think he might be trolling me.
I tell you what, I've had Hams before. The first time I had it was at one of the bars because I hadn't had it before. It's actually not a bad adjunct lager at all.
No, it's not.
It actually goes down rather easily. I mean,
I actually like it. I actually like it better than Miller Lite.
Ooh, don't tell them that.
It's from the same company, but
yeah,
we don't get Hams over here.
I see what you did there, Craig.
It might be a good
I
thing.
see what you did there, son. But it's a decent lager. It's funny. I just uploaded. I don't know if you watched it or not, but you did watch it. I think the Miller High Life.
Yeah, I did. Yes, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that beer. It's a nice domestic lager to kick back and enjoy. I mean, some of the guys are commenting on it now, talking about some of the things they remember about the beer. I mean, you cannot get into being so much of a beer snob that you don't appreciate some of the other stuff that is out there as well.
Exactly. That's why I've just done a Heineken. It's like, that's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you what, though, Heineken tastes better over in Europe than it does here. Much better.
You think it's...
Well, I just had a
can over there. Maybe it's fresher over there, depending on what brewery you're in.
I have no idea.
Oh, here's a question for Craig then. So, Craig, since you got the Heineken, have you ever done like a comparison with the Heineken can versus the glass?
No, but it's something I'm going to start doing I'm going to start doing some of these kind of beers on a schedule for a Saturday evening.
Yeah,
it's like the going out beers and all that sort of thing. I might start doing that.
Because I have heard some people have found a difference when they compare the bottle to the can, with the can maybe being a little bit more tinny or whatever, or maybe the skunk on the glass version. So it'll be kind of a comparison type thing that might be interesting.
It's the green bottle as well, so it's more likely to be kind of skunky.
It's possible.
Yeah.
But I've always preferred the can with any of these kind of beers. You don't get much tinniness from cans these days because they've got this... I don't know what it is inside the cans, but it's not like it used to be.
Plastic liner? Is it a plastic liner?
Yeah, there's not like it was in the 80s, which is literally beer on tin, kind of aluminium, whatever it is. So, but yeah. So,
it was really bad. If you like the Miller Lite and the Coors Light, the 16-ounce, like goodness, I can't even. They weren't the cans, they were the pint size that they kind of were bottles, I guess. Rod, you've probably seen it before. The pint size bottles, the metal bottles.
Of the Heineken?
No, of Miller Lite and Coors Light.
Oh, those spun aluminum ones?
Yeah. I've seen them. You get those like at ball games and stuff too.
Those ones, before they had the liners, and you're like, oh my God, man, this is like has a metallic flavor bad.
Yeah. I mean, I don't drink a lot of these beers to know, to be honest with you. But every now and again, it's like, the one thing with Heineken that I actually like, I mean, you know, it's an adjunct lager type thing, but you do pick up the taste of the hops as well. Yeah, with Heineken. It's not for what it is. It's all right.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to session it or anything like that. It's just like a one and done beer.
Yeah. I mean, if you're in a barbecue and having a burger, and someone hands it to you, you're fine. You're good to go. Yeah,
I'll drink it. It's, you know, especially in the summer months, it's like it's so. Sometimes it gets so hot. It's like, just give me anything, I'll drink it. It's just, you know, go with the flow with these sort of things. And you're thirsty, beer's beer.
Yeah, I think some people sometimes can be too much of a beer snob when it comes to some of that stuff. So
yeah, but sometimes you need to drink these beers to appreciate the really good beers as well. So you can't keep drinking like world class beers all the time. It's just because even they will get boring after a while. It's just, it's all relative to what you're doing. That's the way I look at beer, and it's anything really, isn't it? It's just if you have a steak every night, you love steak, but then by the time you got to the second week, you think, I don't really want a steak.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to step away for a while.
Yeah, just
get some time to appreciate it again.
Just give me a McDonald's or something or whatever, you know.
Maybe have pork or chicken or
just something. It doesn't you just
be like, what? Filet mignon again? God damn it.
Yeah.
I just want a grilled cheese, damn it.
I'd be so happy for a 2-piece right now.
Steak out of my face.
Yeah, I really want a malt liquor now.
Yeah.
I like how you think, Craig.
That might be a joke. I'm not sure. I've never had one. So
the 420's comment actually makes more sense. He said USSR socialist. So I wasn't thinking of CCP as a Russia, but yeah, that was Russia previously. Eric Gilbert says, sorry, drunk. So he's been having his alcohol tonight. A little more quicker pace than we did Thursday night. Yeah. Thursday night, Eric Gilbert wasn't drinking until later, but he actually got it started early tonight.
It's Saturday night.
And the 420 said Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. Talking about USSR. And he says, great vid, by the way, Rod. Love that big old school bottle. Thanks, brother. Eric Gilbert said Beck's is a solid beer if made in Germany. So, yeah, I haven't had Beck's for a while.
I don't think I've ever had a Beck's.
Beck's is another one in a green bottle.
Yeah. Well, we used to have Beck's like back in high school.
Yeah, that generally does tend to skunk a bit.
Mm-hmm. And then he says, Beck's is yum, almost frozen, like St. Pauli. That's another one from back in the day, St. Pauli.
I didn't care for St. Pauli's girl.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I back when we were in high school, we didn't care because we were young. We just wanted alcohol. So, I mean, if it fit, you would drink it.
Taste. You know, just drink it and get pissed. That's it.
Yeah, we just drink it, right? Yeah.
We used to get Boone's Farm.
Well, we had Boone's Farm too, and we go down the whole road to Boone's Farm, Mad Dog Waters. It's like, what do you got? What do you got? Bring it. What do you got?
Tequila Rose.
When you're young and you're drinking, you just don't care. You're like, does it give me a buzz? All right, bring it over. Let's see what you got.
Whatever you got, give it over.
Yeah. Like someone says one time with Kahlua. You're like, Kahlua? All right, let's try it. You're like, man, I wish I had some ice cream right now.
Or a little coffee.
Kahlua on ice cream or coffee. Kahlua on ice cream, no, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good way to do it.
Right, it's almost 5 a.m. I'm going to go to bed.
Why go to bed now? The sun's about to come up.
No,
no.
Not yet.
I understand.
I've got a few hours, before I can. Yeah.
Hey, it was great. It was great having you, Craig. It's been a while, so it was great having you on here.
Yeah, it's really nice to catch up, and
I'm pretty sure I hear bacon sizzling right now. So
yeah, there's going to be something going on. I've had this snack, but it hasn't touched the sides. I'm starving, so I'm waiting to help up with bacon. So
yeah. Hey, before you go, just so people know, Craig is actually at Kent Beer Reviews. So I don't know if you got anything upcoming on your show or anything like that you want to mention.
I've had a bit of I've been a bit ill recently, and this is my first real day of actually having a few beers. So I've done three or four reviews tonight, so they'll be upcoming in the next sort of few days. But apart from that, maybe in April I've got I might do a brewery only week kind of thing, which will be lots of saisons and stuff like that. Hopefully it coincides with a bit warmer weather. Brewery called Burning Sky, so that's coming up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've got a few other. I've got some hype beers coming up from America as well in the next sort of month or two. So that'd be interesting.
Nice. So you guys make sure to check out Kent Beer Reviews, and also Kent, I believe, was on the list as well. Craig, weren't you there? Fee Spot Top 30. I'm just saying. I don't know what it all means, but you were on the list for Top 30.
I have no idea.
I have no idea either. I was on the list, but he was on the list, so he's Top 30 2019 beer YouTube channel. So
yeah,
I don't know how we got on it, but if we're on it, we're on it. So
it's just it's embarrassing because there's loads of real good YouTubers out there that weren't even on the list. It's like, how is that possible?
Yeah. I don't know. I just take it as publicity. I mean, like any publicity, unless it's R. Kelly publicity, is good. So that's how I roll with it.
On that note, I'm going to buy it out.
All right, brother. Get some rest there. Thanks. I'll talk to you soon.
Later, Craig.
Cheers.
Good night, Craig.
Cheers, guys.
let's see here. So we got let me go back up here some comments. And 420 says Bex is yum, almost frozen like St. Pauli. I think I said that. And then Eric Gilbert said, I can hammer Bex all day, son. And he put son in all capitalization.
Son.
Out of the cooler and grilling. So he's versatile with the Bex. 420 says, or Dutch versus English made Newcastle. And he says, Eric, yes, Bex. And Bray, Braai. And he says, Mickey's wide mouth for my mate in the UK as a guest. Mickey's wide mouth. You've done Mickey's, haven't you, Eric, on your channel?
Yeah, I've done. I haven't done the grenade, the so-called grenade cans. I think that's the wide mouth.
That's the wide mouth one. And then we got Joe, the BeerVentures. Joe, if you're freed up, you need to get your ass in here, son. He says, my good friends, hope all is well. He said, is Craig staying up late or just up early? Lots of love. LOL, high earth. And Joe, Greg was staying up, but he has his mother-in-law in town. So, Craig stays up all night with his mother-in-law. And then Earth said, yo, Joe. Eric Gilbert said, old speckled hen. Some lovely stuff, which I do agree. I do like old speckled hen. $11 for 4. I fill a 2 to 4 flat of pints and killed them at the cabin. Joe says, when you're young and broke, anything with alcohol equals good to go. I think Todd knows what I'm talking about with some more Loco. So why are you throwing shots at Todd? Todd's not here to defend himself right now.
Yeah, what the
hell? And then he says, see you later, Craig. And then 420 said, cheers, Craig. Eric Gilbert said, cheers. Eric Gilbert said, cheers, Craig, or Craig. Something like that. He didn't know which name it was for Craig. And then Joe says, oh, he's throwing shots here at Earth. Don't want to rub it in Earth, but get your hands on those 450 slushies. Had the 3 Todd sent me, and they were all amazing again. Beer? Nah, bro, but delicious. So he's throwing shots at you, Earth.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching.
I might have to send Earth some Ellison beers.
Well, there you go. Which I don't know if I told you.
Stuff I can't get, so
we started getting Ellison here now too, as well.
Can you get Bell's Too Hard out there?
Yeah, we get Bell's.
Do you?
Although Bell's isn't shipping to Virginia because Larry Bell does not want to anymore. Yeah, we need to get like Earth some of the 450 beers.
Yeah, for sure.
Those slushy beers definitely look something different, like next level stuff.
Dude, they taste just like a melted slushy.
It's like, seriously, this is not like beer. It's pretty much like standing in a 7-Eleven drinking right now, ready to make Donkey Kong or something.
I mean, your guys' glasses look like they got like pulp on the side of them and stuff.
Oh yeah. The pulp was there, my friend. It was there.
I got the pina colada.
The pulp is real.
Oh yeah. The pina colada one's really good. I just did the which one did I review tonight? I got to upload it still, but I did I think it was the mango one.
Oh, the mango one was good. That was good. I have the mango, or not the mango, excuse me. I have the juicy nuggets ×2. I have the pina colada, and I have there was one that Todd sent us that had a bunch of oranges on the sides.
Well, there was one that I lost because it got frozen.
I think it was the one you lost.
The raspberry something, or was it raspberry?
No, it wasn't that one. It was shit. I'm gonna have to go look.
I did the mango passion fruit earlier, and that shit was delicious.
Yeah, I chugged mine.
After
the review, I just chugged it.
I literally, I said this earlier before you got on, I literally had to stop to actually talk about the beer because I would have chugged right through that thing.
You should have just chugged it all on the video, brother.
Yeah, I should just do a video. Just chug it all and be like, that was good.
Oh, shit, I forgot to do the review.
That shit was good. And this guy,
I know when you rate that thing over a 4, it's got to be good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the mango was like a 4.5.
Especially if you're over 4 1/4 with it.
Oh, yeah. It was good. It was like, Todd, if you get any more of these, hook a brother up. Like, I preferred that to the Juicy Nuggets. With the Juicy Nuggets, I gave a 4. The Juicy Nuggets ×2. That mango slushy was just like freaking phenomenal.
What is that other one? I'm going to go take a look here. I'll be right back.
All right.
It's like being on the beach, huh?
Yeah. Oh, my God. It's like, I'm just chilling right now. Let me see here. While Eric's doing that, let me take a look at the comments. 420 says the beer is here. LOL. Joe says this will be a settle down to Eric Gilbert in advance since he will chime in about those slushies. Or says I bet. Yeah, Joe said the raspberry apricot was great. I know how you like the raspberry beer, sir. And that's the one I actually lost because it was frozen, so I did not have the raspberry apricot. 420 says, whoops, Greg. Sorry. Who is Greg? I don't know who Greg is. 420 keeps saying, I think you meant Craig, maybe?
Yeah.
And Todd says, what's up, guys? What's up, Todd? You know there's a line open, brother. Come on in, son. You got the link. Eric Gilbert says, I need a slushie right now at the Beer Patrol, but from 7-Eleven. Joe says, you got to read, son, in the voice I always say, Eric. Sons?
Sons? Sons?
Joe says, those are delicious, too, Eric, at Eric Gilbert. I think live review on Monday equals Fuller's, London Porter, and a 2012 Vintage Ale. So a big shout out from Joe and the Beer Patrol. That's what he's looking to do on Monday night. And Craig says, cheers, guys. Joe, where you been, son? And then Joe replies, sons? Joe, you need to get in here. If you're at home, you need to get in here. And 420 says, Bray equals South African barbecue. Say it like I. Okay. Well, I like some barbecue, so that sounds good. Eric Gilbert says, nice sons. Get the suns flowing tonight. 420 says, get that half rack. He says, get that half rack, son.
Son?
Todd says, for local. Joe says, just not throwing shots at Todd, just speaking the truth, sons.
Right there, emphasis on son.
So speaking of Four Loko, Todd, I went to a local establishment.
Yeah.
There was just a full thing of Four Lokos.
Oh. You're like, where have I stumbled into?
Yes, that's exactly what I said. Because I had to stop and I had to take a quick look, and I was like, what the hell? I'm
not profiling, I'm just saying this might not be the best part of town. Oh, let me see here. Joe says, oh no, 420 says, oh, it's Joe. All right, sub it now. So 420 is going to sub to Joe's channel. And Joe says, got to send him some Old Nation, Eric, and Ellison to get on it. Talking about Earth. Todd says, I'll get him some. So Earth, people are trying to come through for you, son.
Come on, son.
Joe says, at 420, not sure you went to sub to my subpart content, but I do appreciate it. Joe said, I actually got coconut in the pina colada one. Favorites in order: pina colada, raspberry, apricot, mango, passion fruit. All were 4 or 5 or higher, though. Well, I had the pina colada, but I didn't have the raspberry apricot, so I don't know what that one was totally like. But Joe, I don't know if you watched my video earlier from Jungle, that's not Jungle Gyms, but oh, you haven't seen the video yet from the unboxing. Wait till you see the unboxing for 21090. They may have sent some coconut. I'm just saying.
Snaps!
And then Todd says fresh fruit. Eric talking about the fresh fruit one from 450.
Yeah, the fresh fruit, the milkshake IPA. Yep, that's that one.
420 says all good, Joe. Like it I can't talk right now. Intercrossy said, I like money. XD, I like subbing. So Joe says, LOL, 420. Absolutely hilarious movie, man. 420 says, it has what plants crave, my bro. And Beer Patrol, fresh fruit peach was delicious, man. Didn't get much peach, but it was a true melted down orange creamsicle all day long. Sons.
Sons?
With Joe, I got to check out to see where they're going to have the Mad Tree creamsicle beer, so I'll let you know on that too. I'll get that to you, probably Eric and Todd as well.
Why isn't Joe in here?
I have no idea. He might be working right now, killing somebody. I have no idea why he's not here right now.
You have to rename this show, Rod. The birthday show, sons.
Yeah, it's the birthday show, Joe. Where you at, son? Come on in. Eric Gilbert says a 2-4 flat is a twofer in Canadian speak. Is a bunch of 6-packs or 4-packs on empty 24-pack flat. So Eric Gilbert's throwing out, I don't know what he's throwing out there right there, but basically telling us how we do a case of beer in Canada. 420 said I screwed up the name twice, my bad. So yeah, he was talking about Craig when he's calling him Greg. Todd says, is Joe hammered, sons?
Todd, you got to be in here when you say that, man.
Joe says Joe is not hammered yet. MF and Sons. Why isn't Joe or Todd actually in the chat in here right now? Both of you guys have the link. And then Joe says coconut sons, coconut sons. Oh,
you and that coconut, brother. You and that
420 says we all Joe's sons. You guys are killing me. Joe says I'm working on killing these slushies, sons. Well, Joe, come in here and kill the slushies. Todd said I joined, but you know how my jacked up my shit is works. I feedback on the switch over. It doesn't matter, Todd. Just join. Need to do the switch over. You can still join midstream. You're fine.
Yeah, I just
come on in.
Computer. Yeah, just join through your computer, man.
Yeah,
come on, Joe. Join. Todd, get in here.
Because guess what? It's not slowing down yet.
It's a birthday show. Get in here, sons. Let's do this.
How many beers have I drank tonight? I have no freaking idea.
I had the hams, and then I had a Miller High Life at the Michigan State game that I had. Now, and I had this New England IPA from Sam Adams, and now I went to a Moscow Mule.
Well, see, you missed earlier, Eric, because when I was on Joe's channel, I had that 50-ounce bottle of the Anchor Brewing Christmas Ale.
Oh, how was that?
It was pretty good. It was a 4 out of 5 for me on that one, so I'm going to upload that video at some point.
Nice.
But then I went from there to having one of the Galaxy Highs from Mad Tree.
Yeah,
and then yeah, that's a good one too. And then I had a couple of the Weyerbacher's, which are 11.1 ABV.
Which ones are those?
That's the ones here.
I've seen that one, but I haven't picked it up.
Yeah, so this one was here. And you see like 11.1 on the ABV.
Yep.
And then I had
big boy.
Yeah, big boy for sure. And the Mad Tree, I guess, was, let me see. Mad Tree. Actually, it's a little bit less than I thought it was more over 10, but it's a 9.5 ABV.
I don't know if we can get that one. We can get some of their base stuff.
Well, don't worry. You got a Mad Tree coming. Don't you worry about that there. And so I'm like, I've had a couple Weybachers. I had that. Another one, I'm like, still swinging along, still having a good time.
Yeah, I'll get you a beer mill package here. If I'll get you some Ellison beers and some Old Nation ones too, so you can try.
Yeah, so whatever, it's fine. Yeah, it's kind of funny when I was going through the thing at Jungle Gyms. I don't know if you watched that video or not earlier, but they had like Ellison beers are here now. It's like, wow, that's here. And actually, then I saw like Flying Monkeys was there, which made me think Ashley Sexton. Like, we're getting a Flying Monkeys distribution now too. Because he always talks about how good their beers are. Joe always talks about how Ashley talks about Flying Monkeys.
Did you get, was there the Amber and probably their Crescent Fresh for Ellison?
No, I didn't get into Flying Monkeys because my cart was already so damn full of beers. It was like, I'll get you guys next time when I come back.
The Ellison beers.
No, I didn't get any Ellison either, just because I had so much other stuff in there already too. So, like, you guys are going to get some Listerman stuff too that I'm going to shoot over to you. But it was like, well, now I know that this is also here and some of the other stuff coming in. And then we have 4-packs of the Guinness Foreign Extra Stout. So there was my St. Patty's Day beer. So that's what I'll be drinking St. Patty's Day.
Nice.
Thinking about maybe doing a St. Patty's Day hangout if you guys are freed up, which will be like on a Sunday the 17th. So just let me know.
I was wondering if they were going to bring out the Bullet Bourbon Barrel version of the Antwerpen again or not.
I thought they had it in some area. I know Joe had gotten a bullet. I didn't see it where I was at Jungle Gyms though. But I know Eric had gotten. I'm not Eric, but Joe had gotten it before.
That came and went so fast, I didn't even get a chance at it.
Yeah. Let me see here on the comments. 420 says, Joe, is your snow machine broke down? I guess Joe's getting a lot of snow up there or whatever. Joe says, all right, give me like 15-ish. I'm like, Joe, come on, dude. Jump on in. What's going on? What are you doing?
Joe, it's been, since I got back, it's been about 7 minutes, brother. So you got 8 minutes to go.
Wrap up the killing and get it done and then join the chat.
Walter White.
Eric Gilbert says, bro, give me a twofer of cream ale and a Mickey of AP down at LCPO. Sons. 420 says, I have about 20 Guinnesses up in here. But do you have the 4 and extra stout Guinness? Because if you don't have the 4 and extra stout, I can't mess with you. I can't mess with you if you don't have the 420 or the 420. Although the 420 wouldn't be a bad thing either.
I can get all the Guinnesses
with the 4 and extra stout.
I can get all the Guinness beers except for their 4 and extra stout.
Well, we just have 4-pack show up here of the 4 and extra stout, which was great. So
I got one left that I saved from last year. That's how I have mine.
Yeah. I can't get that $12.99 a case deal that I got a few years ago, which was pretty fucking solid, but you know.
You have to tell the guys over at the the party
source with JL.
Yeah. Look, if this goes on sale, your ass better be calling me.
Look, if you guys get any more of the Malavitas in, Eric the Lions fan, he wants me to send like everything you got.
All of them.
Let me see here. 420 says, and some sculpting cans as well. Todd says, trying to jump on. Well, Todd, jump on it. Like Apache, jump on it. Eric Gilbert says, I could go for a wheel and a couple of darts, boys, eh? And Air 420 says, oh, crap. Pass me a dart, buddy. Eclipse. Welcome, Steven. He says, always love hearing you. Great conversation, guys. I just dropped in on the way to bed. Cheers. Thanks to Eclipse for dropping in. And he's actually out in the Seattle area. Nice. And make sure you check out his channel, too, because he does a lot of the home brewing type stuff as well. Eric Gilbert says, I smoke players, A. And 420 says, Rothmans, A. And then Eric Gilbert says, Rothmans are too light. Yeah. And then 420 says, yes, foamy extras. Earth says all the extras, sons. So there we go. We're caught up on comments. So a lot of stuff happening there.
By the way, Rothman's was a good livery from the 80s.
Yeah.
If anybody knows.
Oh, man. I tell you what, though, this Waybacher is pretty damn good. 23rd anniversary. And I don't care if I got it for like $5.99 a 4-pack, which was a deal, but it's pretty damn good.
It's doing the job.
Hey, look at this man.
What up, son?
What's up, son?
Mr. Four Loco.
He loves the Four Loco.
Make me sick before we start.
Are you switching over right now? Or are you good?
Yeah.
All right, Todd's got the Fred Sanford, bang on the cabinet type thing. So he's switching over right now.
Yeah, bang on that switch panel.
Like, hey, Pops, the money's in the cabinet there. You got to hit the secret code to get the money out. I actually watched Sanford and Son the other night because I was like up late and it was like flipping through and like nothing ever seems to be on TV when I want to watch it. But then I came across Sanford and Son. I was like, oh, let's watch a little Sanford and Son.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Always entertaining. So then you got Todd and Duplicate. Little feedback. There we go.
Should be good.
Yeah. Is Shannon there too?
She just went and got in bed.
What?
Shannon? Come on.
I'll go grab her if you want me. She actually really want to.
Saturday night, son.
You're going live? Like, Shannon loves being on here.
I don't see. Hang on.
We love having Shannon on here.
Hey, honey, do you want to be on the show?
Shannon is awesome. Let me see here. Eric Gilbert says, I need export green or some John Player specials. Love a deep heck.
Eric Gilbert, go Lions.
420 says, yep, nailed it on my brew. Yep, nailed it, my brew, the library. Get your hack on, son. Twin sons. Cheers, Todd. So they got all kinds of stuff happening there. Dude, I was watching the other football league tonight. Trent Richardson scored a touchdown, like an 8 touchdown. And they're like talking about Trent Richardson. I'm like, dude, he sucked in the NFL. Like, they're all making a big thing about him trying to make a comeback to the NFL. I'm like, the AAFL is not the NFL. I don't think Trent's going to do as good, you know. Oh, you getting the fruit peach? Is that a fruit peach?
Yep.
Is that your second one?
No, that's the one I sent you all.
I mean, no, but you drank the other one, right? You got duplicates of that one.
This is the last one.
Yeah.
Hey, Rod, he's drinking Shannon's.
He is, I bet.
Nah, she didn't care. She
didn't
liked it okay, but she didn't want a whole. She wouldn't have a whole one.
In the 450 North glass, proper glassware.
Yeah.
If Joe's
North class.
Earth, whenever I can get some more of these, I'll send some your way.
Hey, Todd, next time you're at 450 North, if you can get me one of the glasses, I'll pay for it, man.
Okay.
I'm just living vicariously through you, man.
420 said, cheers, Todd. And he said, flappy Canadians know how to hack. Eric Gilbert said, go, Pack, go. So Eric Gilbert, I think he's bringing that pack stuff to Eric's doorstep there.
Come at me, bro. Come at me. You guys might get TJ Lang back.
You still got your Reese's Earth?
Oh, yeah, they're in the freezer, man.
But you ain't get the Reese's with the pieces inside, not like this one. I mean, that's the way you got to
I can't overdo it on that, man. It's like,
you're old school now. You're old.
Beat us.
Oh, shit.
Beat us.
Oh,
shit. I
Look
saw that one.
Oh, shit. Look who's here. Look who's here.
Oh. Many Reese's, son.
What's up, sons?
No trench coat or nothing. He doesn't change.
No,
to get out of his outfit.
I washed the blood off in my glass, apparently. So,
What's happening, Tom Cruise? How you and Jamie Foxx do tonight?
we did pretty good.
All the evidence.
Let me look at my watch.
Walter White, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
What up, fellas?
What's going on, brother? How you doing tonight?
Fucking peachy keen is what I am.
What are you drinking?
The slushies. I got the remnants of the pina colada, and then I got the remnants of the raspberry apricot that you lost and I'm cheersing them together because I love them so much.
Did you do like a vertical with them both together? Or
Cuvee?
No. These are too fucking good for Coovies.
Coovies.
You got them both at the same time. What's going on?
What? I reviewed all three of them like back to back to back, and the mango one was the first one, and it is gone. And then I've been just like triple fisting.
Joe jumping in, rubbing it in Earth's face. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. They asked me to come on. I told you I was drinking the slushy.
Just relax, guys. I'm doing some reviews.
But you see it like you would love you have to get the 450 North, right? That or the Answer beers as well. Those are the two. Yeah. As far as I know, as far as fruit beers go. But what do I know? Not much. So
it all sounds good to me.
Oh, yeah.
That mango, I just know that mango. I just stopped myself to actually do the review because I would have chugged the whole thing down.
Dude, that tasted like a straight up you should be eating breakfast with it. Basically, right. It was like, do you need a mimosa? No, just give me the mango passion fruit slushy from 450 North, sons.
Like an epiphany, son.
I made you drive over there. Like, what the hell are you guys doing? Because this shit is like crack sprinkled in. It's not like fucking beer. Like, what are you doing here,
dude? I felt like a dick in each review. A, because I was drinking it, and B, because I was drinking it and kept on saying, I don't know if this is beer. This isn't beer. Totally not beer. But it's delicious, but it's still not beer. Like, it's totally not. But it is, but it's not.
Oh, so fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
No, there's alcohol in it.
So go through a blender. That's what I want to know.
God. Yeah, they do. They do have alcohol, even though you can't fucking taste them at all. Like, I cannot tell you this raspberry one's 8% until you drink about 3 of them and you're feeling fucking like I am right now.
Exactly, Joe. You're exactly right.
Like Dave Chappelle, sprinkle some crack on them, Johnson.
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned Chappelle because when people say sons, that's exactly who I think is saying sons. I picture Chappelle always saying sons, and it's the best sons.
All I can remember from Dave Chappelle is when he did his skit about the cops. You're like, Dave, I got this. I got this.
It's like, get in the house, baby.
Even though I wished you happy birthday on Facebook, happy belated birthday now.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. So
clearly you've had a good one. You know what I'm saying?
Funny is like, I'm kind of low key. Like birthdays don't really bother me, or it was kind of like, it's like another day to me. It's kind of like, I guess you have so many at a certain point. You're like, at least for me, I'm kind of like laid back about it. So I didn't really put it on Facebook for my birthday, kind of type thing. But it was kind of like, apparently people can still see it. So I'm gonna get like all these messengers coming in my message, which is cool. So then I'm replying, thanking people on Messenger. And I'm like, well, shit, I should have just put it on Facebook because it'd been all on one spot. I got to thank everybody at one time. Yeah. But now I got to individually type more. So, no, it's all appreciative. So my wife was like, you're not going anywhere? You don't want to do it? I'm like, no, I kind of want to just chill. I'm like, I kind of want to have a couple of days to just kick back and just do nothing. But we might do something tomorrow, but it's kind of like, she was like, I think she wanted to celebrate it more than I did. I'm like, she bought me a cake and stuff. I'm like, at a certain point, it's kind of like, do you need a gift at a certain point? It's kind of like,
no, for me,
something that you can actually go out and do stuff you want or get stuff you want. It's kind of like not really a big deal, I think, for me at least. So
I just tell people, just come by, we'll BS for a little bit, and then call it good.
Yeah. And a couple old buddies reach out. We're gonna probably do some lunches and stuff because you realize, people are getting older. You don't see them as much and stuff, which is fine. We get together and do some things, but it's kind of just chilling, kind of relaxing, like big 5-0. So now I got to start looking at colonoscopies and all that kind of shit.
Jesus. Happy birthday, Rob.
It's like, he said you loved me, type thing. So, outside of that.
You better make this one a good one, Doc.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me. I got to get my prostate checked now.
Right.
Dude, I've been having my prostate checked since I was 38, man, because I got cancer and bad in my family. And everybody's like, okay, Bigot, get ready.
So, kind of like, I'm not a big, huge birthday type thing, but I appreciate all the wishes, all that kind of stuff. So, cheers to you guys as well.
Yeah, cheers, Rob. Like I said, you're clearly having a good one.
Oh, yeah. Well, I knocked out the, you weren't here earlier, Joe D's channel. I knocked out the 50.7 ounce bottle of the Arbor Brewing.
Holy balls! Wow.
Yeah, it was kind of like,
and he's like, yeah, as I was saying, he's like, I might get something else. I just don't feel this one.
I'm like, I wasn't feeling it.
What?
I mean, obviously, I think it was like 6.8% or 8.6. I mean, it was under 8. It was whatever it was. It was like not doing enough. So then I got into a couple Weyerbacher's that are 11.1, and I had one of the Galaxy Highs with 8.5, and I'm like, I'm still cruising. So
yeah, I mean, I could tell you're definitely getting your buzz on instead of your beer, but both maybe at the same time. But it's not noticeable to the point where you're drinking that much. Holy shit!
No, I'm like shit face like Greg or anything like that.
Yeah, I'd be fucking face down in a puddle somewhere.
No, it's like I'm good. My tolerance is at an all new level right now.
Yeah, apparently so.
Like, shit, I can go to the club right now and be like, what's on? Oh, shit, that's my shit right there.
That's my shit right there, son.
Long Island iced teas in a bucket, son.
Yeah.
Anybody got?
You know, guy at the club, watch out, man. Watch out. Y'all know nothing about this.
Before I hopped on Earth, I heard you talking about the Bullet Bourbon Barrel Stout, the Antwerpen. I don't know if that showed up in many markets because a lot of people said the same thing you did. Either it showed up and it was gone or they didn't even see it. So I don't know if they're going to release it again, but it was fun to try. It was expensive though, but it was still fun.
Yeah, I looked for it this weekend when I went to Jungle Gym. I don't know if you guys watched the Jungle Gyms video or not.
Not yet,
but
I don't want to be jealous.
There's some stuff in there that you guys might receive or anything. But anyway, they had a whole Guinness display there, but I didn't see that. I was looking for it and it wasn't there. But Florida Extra Stout was there, so that's my St. Patty's Day beer right there. So I grabbed the St. Patty's Day 4-pack.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Nice.
Yeah, they were saying it was going to be up north in Northern California, so I don't know what's up with that. But
I tried
to get to the store and get some, but it was gone when I tried to get it. So
Yeah, if it shows up for anybody, I'll grab some more. But I haven't seen it since that. The day that I grabbed it was the day the place was putting it on the shelf. Literally, it was on the pallet, and they were bringing it to the shelves. And I was like, oh shit, I guess I'll grab one of these. I thought it would just be everywhere because it's fucking Guinness.
Yeah.
I just thought it would be everywhere, and it's apparently not.
I feel like we're going to probably see more of their stuff, though, since they got the Baltimore brewery. As they roll out, but it'll be interesting to see.
More of their small. Well, that's the thing. It's like a small batch, the like their limited one-off series, basically. So I would imagine, I do wonder if they're picking certain markets that maybe where Guinness sells the best or something and sending those. It has to be something because you would think everyone would have saw it by now.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. If they do small batch stuff and it goes like that, I'm all right with it.
Yeah, it was really cool to try. Like I really dug just giving it a go because it was Guinness, it was unique, and it was pretty good. But it is Guinness, keep that in mind, and it was $5 for 11 point whatever 2-ounce bottle. And I'm like, okay, comparatively speaking to the big guys, like the founders will show up, or like say Burn Barrel Age Plead the Fifth or Bell's Expedition. Those are $10 a bottle. So I can't really, I guess, argue from that standpoint. But then again, it is Guinness. It's not like a huge craft brewery, but it is their smaller batch stuff. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel about the price. I guess I don't really care.
Yeah, I'll be interested to check out though. So supposedly my wife has to go to Baltimore later this year, so I might go with her. It's like it's like, you want to go to Baltimore with me? Kind of, but Guinness is there, so I want to go to the brewery. So I'll go with you there, but then I'll go to the brewery. So while she's working, I may go to Guinness later this year, so we'll see.
No, you mean you are going. You're not may.
Well,
we'll be going.
Depending on if work can fit in, I get the ticket and stuff set up right. If things work out the way I want them to work out, I'll be going to the Guinness Brewery.
They're going to work out the way you want it to work out.
And I'll be like,
make it work.
I'll be like, sons, you know who I am? And they'll be like, yes, we'll give you the Rod J deals. Come on in. I'm like, all right, we're good to go.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
I feel like I was going to read comments, but since Joe is here now, I'm like, do I need to read comments?
This is not what I signed up for. I thought I was just going to be able to be shit-faced and talk a bit. What is
Joe
this?
doesn't work comments.
It's like work on a Saturday, man.
Well, I mean, it does beat killing people. So where do we leave off on the comment?
We left off at Craig, all the beer sons, somewhere around there.
Holy shit! Why?
420 said best Michigan plate ever here. Said I go blue. We didn't have that one earlier. Man, no, there's more up there above that.
Nice,
I guess,
brother.
We left off.
More?
Yeah, we left off at all the Earth said all the extra sons. That's where we left off at, I think.
Oh, great. Eric Gilbert says, I need export green or some John Player specials. Love a deep heck.
Eric Gilbert's drunk, by the way, Joe, so don't try to worry.
Yeah, you're warned.
Yo, you could have just left it at Eric Gilbert's there because I think he's always drunk. Okay. He 420 says, "Get your hack on, son." And then Eric Gilbert follows up with twin sons. Then 420 says, "Cheers, Todd." And then, you read the Flappy. We had.
Okay, go pack, go. We had that there. These Quebencher darts will make you hacked. We did not read that one though.
Okay, well you just did. So shout out to Eric Gilbert for that comment. And then you read Yeah, and then Eric Gilbert says sons. And then 420 says, "What's good, yo?" He meant Joe.
Yo.
I understand. Maybe he's feeling it too. Cat Beer Reviews Craig, aka Greg. To some, he says all the sons.
Now wait a minute, Craig. You were just on here, and yet now you're typing into the comments.
Yeah, dude,
he's going on with that.
I show up
I
and
told you, man. He's got that bacon frying up.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. He doesn't eat that bacon.
I left a comment earlier. Maybe I never even posted. I was going to be like, is he up early or just up late? Like, I don't know what happened. Yeah. But then I remember he was in
French toast.
He was in Joe D. He was in the Joe D's chat with you guys, right? Like,
he was in Joe D with us earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then 420 says, "Grab your Kleenex. Wet dreams in here."
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you miss Wet Dreams. Hi, you all.
Yeah. Wet. No, I actually have that after, and then says, "Wet Dream says, hi, you all. LOL. Why?" I like it. What's up, Wet Dreams? I'm shouting on Wet Dreams. That's interesting. Eric Gilbert says, bro, more beers, less slushy, eh? Nah, brah. You need to try these slushies, Eric.
Yeah, slushies are the bomb right now, yeah.
Eric Gilbert's one of those dudes that's like, I don't like pastry stouts and adjunct stouts. And then I see him on Facebook, and his latest post is an imperial stout with 17 different adjuncts. He's like, oh, this one's pretty solid. I'm like, what the fuck? Drunken one shows up and says, hey now. Just says, hey now. That's all. Hey now.
What's going on, Drunken?
Yeah. And then 420 says, for sure, pallets of beer. Trying to get his Canadian flow on there. And then he goes, Samuel Jackson, it'll get you drunk. Yeah, that's another great sketch. Mm-hmm. And then Drunken One wishes you a happy birthday, Rod.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
As did Shannon, which can't be far from Todd, I'd imagine.
Thank you, Shannon. Appreciate it.
I tried to get her to join.
We're trying to get Shannon to get out of bed to join, but she wasn't having it.
420 says, how old are my people on here? I'm in the class of 1994. Well, we're all old as fuck, I think.
I was class of 87, so
class
7 years older than 420.
Jesus, these guys are old.
Wait, everybody can't
but I got the gray to show it. What's up?
Everybody can't be millennial like Todd. I mean,
yeah, Todd is what? Todd, you're 22? Is that what it is?
21. Come on, Joe.
Oh no, you've been drinking for at least a year legally. Just settle down here, okay?
Okay, all right.
You can't. 21 is crazy. 22, I'm believable. Okay.
Well, I was born on leap year day, so I'm actually like 6. So
makes a lot of sense now. Makes a lot of sense. I was. Well, no, go ahead, Todd. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm class of 93.
Jesus. Yeah, I might be the youngest big bear. Scotty, I'm class of 98. Class of 98.
Damn, you're a baby.
Yeah, I'm almost 40 yet. But yet young somehow. Earth,
who's Earth? What class are yours?
I'm class of 94.
Okay. So Earth's older than Joe.
All these fucking old guys, man. What am I doing with my life? Oh, I'm hanging out because I'm old too. Jesus. This is the old Eric. What are you? Class of what, Eric? Did you already say 96? Yeah, I got you. Yeah. That's right. I'm the millennial, but not really.
You're the millennial X Gen.
Yeah, the X Gen millennial. Right. I'm coming for you. Eric Gilbert says a local brewery around here is headed straight for the slushy zone. Do they got Kenny Loggins to sing the song for them or what? They need to do that. That'd be great. The slushy zone. Yes, that would be great. Drinking pina colada, going for the raspberry. Yeah. All right. Anyway, who else we got? We got 420 just says word.
Yeah. Word to your mother.
All right, stop. Let's read the comments.
All right, Joe.
What class could that be?
I like how Eric typed out the actual 3 numbers 420 in response to 420.
I didn't want to type FOURTW.
He was like 420, bro. I know what you're saying. 420, bro. All right. Richie Z says, "Hey Rod, happy birthday."
Well, thank you, Richie. Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, and then he says, "Hey gents, I'm old too, 52."
He's a little older than me, but that's all good, baby.
Yeah, man.
Don't get old. Just get better.
Yep, age is just a number.
Just a number. That's right.
It is kind of like the ABV on a beer can, if it's on the can.
If it's on the can,
it's on there. Yeah.
Actually, I did a review that had come out a couple of weeks that was for Western Europe Wednesday, and they didn't have the ABV, but they had the date of birth on there, and I kind of shouted out the Beer Flow show. I'm like, we just talked about this, but just put the ABV. You can put the date of birth on it, but you can't tell me what the alcohol percentage is. You sons of bitches.
Uh-oh. Here we go again.
No, I'm good. I've already ran it. I've already ran it. Eric Gilbert says class of 97.
97.
Ooh, you old bastard. Now he's old. Fuck him. I love Eric Gilbert always trolls me, so I gotta troll back. And then we have 420 says my son said looks like Todd has a shower curtain behind him. He's 14. Don't trip.
It does look like a shower curtain.
It does. It totally does.
It's actually just a curtain on our sliding glass door. So
it's close. It's close.
Similar, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it had nothing to do with
Drunken
that.
One never said what his class was, so we might be safe.
Who did you say? Drunken One? Drunken One says, screw you hippies.
Yeah, he never answered the question.
No, he's probably not going to because he's too busy enjoying fucking spring, whatever that is. I know you're enjoying it too, Earth. I don't know.
Drunken One, like 70-degree weather, he did a video earlier today. Like,
fucking 70 degrees out there. I'm going to cut the lawn. I'm like, what the fuck is lawn?
Yeah, what?
Sprouted. He had a bumblebee there. He's worried about the bumblebee coming up and stinging him with his nuts, I think. So
He's already checking for snakes.
Jesus. Oh, fucking Drunken One. Good dude.
Just about had fresh fruit all over the table on that one. Bad timing. Mid drink.
Talk about low hanging.
Wait, what are we talking? What are we talking about?
Low hanging fruit.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else that was low hanging. Oh boy.
I think we're talking about
fruit.
low hanging.
Yeah, we're all almost over 40. There's low hanging something else, just not fruit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You guys all thought Big Daddy.
Yeah. With his old balls. Yeah, that's hilarious. That's a hilarious fucking movie. Let's see. 420 says, just keeping him away from my Tide Pod pizzas, my bras. And then he says, my car whines about the cold. It's 50 degrees. What the fuck? I don't know. You tell us. You tell us.
It's not too cold at 50 degrees. Yeah.
It's fucking, dude, it's over freezing here. It's like, it's now summer in Western New York.
Joe,
yeah.
exactly.
Like I went outside and I'm like, it's 36? What is this? What is this?
It's not 32 degrees. Oh, it's summer.
Yeah. It's like, wait, what happened? We got double digits? I'm ready to go.
This is short sleeves and shorts weather here.
So do you guys snow there, Joe, right now or anything? Or?
Yeah. There's still snow on the ground. Tomorrow's supposed to be approaching 50, so I just fucking sounded. So when it approaches 50, all the cars come out that people have put away for the summer, and they just act like idiots. All of a sudden, people be out in lawnmowers with fucking snow still on the ground. Like, time to cut the grass, guys. I'm like, there's still 3 feet of snow on the ground. It's not melted yet. Settle down. But like yeah, it's just like they're like giving everything. It's like they're talking over the fence, like the neighbor. Oh man, look at this great weather. This is fantastic. Can you believe it's almost 50? I'm like, give it 3 days when it's back to fucking 25 and we got another fucking lake effect snow warning. Just settle your shit down.
Yeah, we're supposed to warm up near, I think, high 40s or whatever, but it's like, I don't know. Weather is just crazy this year. It's kind of like whatever. So we got like our tree kind of confused, like, do I bud now? Do I not bud now? What's going on out there?
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's this winter. You could probably say this for like the last half dozen winters, but like this winter's crazy. It was like for like a week straight, it was like 40s, and then all of a sudden the polar vortex came down, and it was like, fuck you guys, we're gonna chill here for about 10 days and ruin your winter. And I'm like, why are you doing this to us? I never heard I didn't even understand what a polar. I've never heard the term polar vortex until about 5 years ago.
I've never heard it before.
I think we all learned about that. Yeah,
it was just like, we're gonna name this thing something that sounds like it's out of a fucking horror movie. Have fun with it. And I'm like, what? Just call it whatever it is. No, it's the polar vortex. It's fucking coming for it.
You missed our global climate discussion earlier tonight that we had, and Al Gore basically screwed that one up after creating the internet.
Yeah. I mean, can't argue with facts.
Yeah, right?
Created the internet, no doubt. Al Gore. Yeah. Richie Z says, this live stream is awesome. Laughter and great brew talk. Oh, thank you, Richie.
Thank you, Richie.
I don't think we really talked about brews, have we?
We've had some brew talk. We had some there, yeah.
A bunch of non-millennials talking about us being old is what's happening. That's part about it. Low-hanging fruit and whatever. 420 says, what's that?
No, you're good. I was going to say, I saw what you were about to read. I'm like, is he getting screwed by his Tesla right now?
Yeah, he needs to say, well, if he's buying a Tesla, that's on him. But also, he says Tesla's a whine about battery temps.
Yeah, but I thought last night or Thursday night we were talking, he was getting bent over by the Tesla.
That's right. What happened on that 420? What exactly happened? He also says this is the highest ABV stream on YouTube. I think like 80% of it right now is all Rod, at least contained in his body. Eric Gilbert says it's +3 here.
Celsius.
Probably Celsius.
Just gotta confirm it's Celsius for anybody watching. That's from the US. And says ice rain. I'm not sure they call it ice rain, but I mean I know what you're saying, but no, we got you. Swimming shorts in the pools is open. Sons. 420 says get that chlorine dream, son. And they said Al Gore said everybody get cereal.
Al Gore.
Al Gore.
The man who created the internet.
Man bear
Cereal.
Yeah. And then Eric Gilbert says it's been a damn long -40 winter.
Celsius.
Yeah, Celsius. I said Fahrenheit a little bit cold at that point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so 420 confirms that he had tires and brakes and an alignment done, and says, and it was a no lube situation.
Oh, Ice Cube, no Vaseline.
Oh yeah, nothing copyright strikes. I'd say play it right now. But Ice Cube would definitely strike the shit out of that. He'll be like, no, like, come on, he's Ice Cube.
Which may have been the best diss track ever done.
One of the best, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
And then Eric Gilbert says, "Get that metric system, sons. We can't do anything. It's not our fault, Eric. Like us."
Well, here's the thing: we're America, and America rules the world. So you guys need to switch back over to what we're doing.
Give it time, Rob. Give it time. Maybe like 6 months. Give it time.
Give it time. I mean, we're falling, but we still have control right now. But we are losing.
It's a motherfucking rapid free fall.
Our grip is slipping right now.
Actually, if you look it up, the Fahrenheit system is more accurate for weather.
Oh shit!
Celsius.
Oh shit! They're dropping that knowledge.
Yeah, you better take
dropping knowledge.
If you talk about weather, who else would you trust but a man named Earth? I mean,
the planet has the planet has spoken. Eric Gilbert, we're done here.
It's like if his name was Jesus, would you say he was wrong? I mean, I don't know.
If you want to do like laboratory scientific shit, then yeah, you can use Kelvin and Celsius and all that. But we're talking about weather here.
It's drop the mic and walk away.
My fucking mind is blurred, maybe from all the slushies, but it sounds as though Earth is dropping knowledge, sons.
Earth rules.
Sons. Eric Gilbert,
drop the mic.
Eric Gilbert, we're gonna need you to take a little swig of that scotch and wish it was a slushy from 450 North Forest.
Yeah. Earth has spun you on your axis, son.
Oh, man. All right, listen. The puns were taking them a bit far, Rod. And
the polar vortex has shifted your axis.
Fucking polar vortex. We'll get to Richie Z's question because it's a good question, but I read the other comments, not because 420. He's a great viewer, so I got to read his comment. He says, "I have my units in metric, and my son is actual sun. No, kilometers kilometers per hour is 62 miles per hour. So he knows 100 equals 62. That's good because if you're ever going to Canada, just don't be. You got to know that. You got to know that. Play
so
safe.
my Mustang 105 miles per hour. How much kilometer am I doing?
About 65-ish. Miles
105 miles per hour?
Oh, I thought you said, 105 is probably like $160-ish, probably. $1.60, $1.70.
Well, I was told a word problem about the 420.
I fucking can't do math right now. Someone get on Google and convert the shit out of that. And then Eric Gilbert says that U.S. propaganda sons.
I think a 420's response.
It says mile is 52425256262626. 8W hands and feet. What the fuck?
What the hell just happened there?
I read that to perfection, even though it wasn't needed, but I did it. Eric Gilbert says, when it's cold, it's cold. When it's hot, it's hot. Doesn't matter, sons and or A.
Hey.
What does Eric Gilbert do? Like he even said
fucking everything at once. I imagine is what he's doing. He likes these like, oh, I'm chasing down my scotch with this imperial stout, and vice versa.
Yeah,
you're drinking something from Isla, Eric.
Him and Paul would be interested in drink off.
I'm pretty sure Eric likes the peaty, very peaty scotches.
Yeah. Well, I told Eric I actually saw Thomas Hardy when I went to Jungle Gyms. I didn't pick it up, and he was like, "You should have got it," pretty much. But I had my cart was already full. I mean, again, you watch the Jungle Gyms video. I got a lot of shit in the cart by the time it's all said and done. But I may go back and get that Hardy beer as well.
What's another one?
And they're making some of that Flying Monkeys because actually Sexton.
Oh, what did you get? Fucking Ashley. He did. Listen, Flying Monkeys are trash. Okay, yeah. Eric Gilbert confirmed for me. Flying Monkeys are trash. Well,
you talk up Ashley like Flying Monkeys is a good beer.
I talk up Ashley. His taste in Flying Monkeys is not great.
Well, we get Flying Monkeys now. So.
Now, well, what did you get from them? Because they do have.
I didn't buy any of it. I was just looking at it. It was like, maybe
what did you see?
But then I saw like 5 or 6 different beers. I didn't write them down, but they had.
Were uneven boxes?
No, they were like 6-packs or 4-packs or whatever.
Fucking trash. Then you got to get the box ones are the best. All right, like the Chocolate Manifesto is pretty good.
What do you mean boxes?
Like actually, kind of like the
like what Firestone.
Yeah,
like
Firestone does. It's like in a really like this box right here. Over here. See the Flying Monkeys BNL. This like this. It looks like it's like a huge fucking box. It's a 750 milliliter, 25.4 fluid ounces to be exact bottle. And they're usually delicious. They're usually like $10 American too. So
well, the other shit's not good.
I mean, I'm sure Eric could chime in, and Eric Gilbert, that is. Although Eric could chime in. I don't know if he's at Flying Monkeys.
I've seen it, but I haven't bought it.
But you guys are the border representatives.
Yeah, and I say fuck Flying Monkeys, although some of their stuff's good. They're based
alrighty then.
The stuff you see in 6-packs, like their regular IPAs, like you probably have seen, like their Juicy Ass IPA is one of them, probably.
That was one I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just okay. Like you can buy probably 700 different beers locally that are better than that one, guaranteed.
Well, just not well. I won't tell you guys what you guys are getting, but
it's a surprise. I want it to be a surprise.
Well, fuck you, Joe. I will tell you what you're getting.
No, I want it to be a surprise. I want a surprise.
I know what 2 of them are.
Well, Todd knew the White Cap for one, so.
Well, I'm pretty sure the Galaxy and Citra High could be potentially.
Well, I had to find out which one of you haven't had either of them.
I haven't had any Mad Tree beers, period.
But Todd had one. He had the Galaxy High.
Gotcha.
So Todd hadn't had the Citra High. And obviously, Joe, you said you went to Galaxy High because you saw me talk about the Galaxy High.
I want all the highs, including the 421 over there. 420.
420.
So let me go back to the Richie Z question because we just kind of devolved into debauchery. He says, what are your guys' favorite readily available mainstream beers? Any style?
I like Founders All Day IPA.
Macro, or are we talking about some of the larger craft breweries?
Well, let's do both. Let's do some of your favorite macros and some of your favorite non-macros.
Okay, go ahead, Eric.
I like Founders All Day IPA.
Goddamn Founder. Never mind.
Traitor.
I know. Bring the hate. Just bring the hate.
You give your money to any piece of shit brewery you want to, Eric. That is your choice.
It's your money.
It's your money.
What you want.
Yeah, if you want to help them out, then you help them out.
I will.
Macro.
The favorite macro is probably going to be Miller.
Oh, surprise there.
Like had no idea. None of us.
Really? Shocker.
Well, Richie Z might not know though.
Goddamn
Wait a minute. Didn't you see like Hams more than Miller Lite today?
Oh shit!
I did.
So Hams maybe
regular Hams.
Is that not easily distributed?
Yeah, I can get a 30-pack of it for about $12.50.
Did you clarify regular Hams? Was there Hams and Hams Light?
There's a special light.
Yeah.
Ham special light.
You
special, all right.
If you say so, Todd, I'll believe it.
Am I wrong, Eric?
You're not wrong, Todd. You're not wrong.
Thank you.
No. That's why he had to specify. He said regular Hams. Regular fucking Hams. They're bringing this weak special light shit up in this Humpty Bumpty.
But I didn't drop an F-bomb. I just said regular Hams.
Yeah, I did, because fuck it.
It's after hours. Who gives a shit?
There's no monetization on the channel yet.
Because YouTube screwed me on that already.
Well, YouTube's kind of like Founders a little bit.
Well, yeah, right.
They're pieces of shit.
The man holding me down.
Yeah. They pretty much are. So I have Big Mac, right? Fuck me.
Who'd you have?
What?
Are you answering a question?
Wow. Yeah, I'm trying to answer it. I can't really think.
Well, fucking Genesee is going to be one of the fucking answers.
Well, they're not technically macro though. If you base it on the Brewers Association, but if we base it on like a bigger, Genesee Cream macro for me. But if that's not allowed, then I don't have one, I guess.
You don't have a craft beer?
No, for macro, I mean, I can get down with like a Coors Banquet or a High Life. I can get down.
Well, that's a macro.
I'm saying for macro. If Jenny doesn't count, that would be one of my two like macros. Or I guess it would be Goose Island of the Bourbon County. You know what I
mean? That's how you feel.
Yeah. Micro. I because I don't really have regulars I drink because there's so many fucking beers out there and I try them all.
True point.
But like I don't fuck it. I'd have to sit here. It's probably one of the porters. Like I like Founders Porter.
Founders.
Oh Jesus! And you just
and he's just yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
It's the way it works.
I don't know what you're talking about. Delicious beer. Delicious
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea. Totally didn't review it on my channel. Never. That was before all of their stuff. Okay, clarification. I have totally not bought it since then. But like good, like Edmund Fitzgerald Porter from Great Lakes is another one I enjoy a lot. Yeah. I don't like
to get that one.
Lagunitas IPA is one that I would probably drink going forward after reviewing it a couple weeks ago and
you
whatnot.
are in love with Lagunitas IPA.
Dude, that's fucking such a good beer, and it costs like -$3 a pint.
They're like Rajay deals all the time.
Yeah. You walk in, they just hand you a pint, and they're like, "Don't worry about it. You want to give us a couple bucks? That's cool. If not, just drink out."
You need to stop drinking at Applebee's. I mean,
I really don't go to like chain places of like big like local chain places actually have Lagunitas IPA, which blows my mind. Like a local chain place like that has like 3 or 4 locations. Most of them have Lagunitas IPA. It's insane. I don't understand.
It's a solid beer. I'll give you that. It's solid
for something that you can walk into pretty much anywhere nowadays. That's a bigger establishment, and even a lot of smaller places carry it. And it's a good IPA. Now is it going to set the world on fire? No, it's an older West Coast style IPA, but it's still good.
Yeah,
like Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, Two Hearted. I think Eric mentioned like those are I can all drink tons of those. Definitely not Oberon.
Oh, you motherfucker!
I know. I had to say that for you.
Fighting words. Those are fighting words.
I like some Oberon.
Yeah, Oberon's. I don't have anything wrong with Oberon. It's just like I it's one of those styles for me. American Pale Wheat Ale, Eric. It exists. It's one of those things. It's one of those styles that if I'm going to go for a wheat beer, I'm going to go German Hefeweizen or Belgian wheat beer. Like I'm going for just like a regular old. Just here's a wit. The American one. Or yeah, that's all right. Three Floyd's Gumball Head's good, but that's more of like a hop forward. I
feel like Three Floyd's Gumball Head's overrated, in my opinion.
I'm not saying it's not overrated. I'm just saying it's way better than Oberon on a scale of 1 to fuck Oberon.
No.
Now you cross the line.
Yeah, I think that's how it goes.
It's fighting words.
But then again, for me, if you put anything over Oberon, it wins. So fuck.
Some things are just true. I mean, you know.
Well, it's all just personal opinion until it's Oberon, and then it's not. It's just fact.
I think you're holding a grudge against Larry Bell because of all the holdout for New York.
Yeah, fuck him, man. No. I'm not going to come to New York because I'm Larry Bell and I don't like him. Great.
Although Virginia's not getting any bells.
Yeah. Well, he did that for the longest time, and then like in 2013-14, he's like, I guess we'll go to New York. I'm like, I don't know what changed, but okay, cool. Oberon still sucks.
How do you really feel about Oberon?
No, I that's the thing. Oberon's a fine beer. I just don't think, like, for me personally, like, it's crazy. You see a lot of, like, you got Three Floyds as like Dark Lord Day, and you got Hunapoo Day, and for Cigar City, you got a lot of different days for breweries, you know, tout their best beers or whatever. And then Oberon has Oberon has Oberon Day, and I'm just like, yeah, is this the Oberon Day?
You know, Oberon Day, Oberon coming out is like the signaling of spring about to start.
Yeah, it's signaling like a mediocre beer is not on the shelf for the next 6 months.
Wow.
Oh, I totally don't hate Oberon, but it's not good. Now I'm seeing why I got a couple dislikes on my Oberon video. Damn, I should have probably just said it was great.
What did Todd and Earth think about what are their choices?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say for me, I guess, as I've said on the show many times, is regularly available. Get at restaurants, you know, breweries, whatever. I don't buy it that often, but too hard to tell. And then for the macro, I guess probably Miller Lite or Bud Light. I don't know.
I keep both syrup or not. I mean.
Right? Yeah. Right.
Whatever one's on sale.
Yeah, I
exactly.
feel like Eric's like all day choice was way better than what you just said in general. Like, you just say Bud Light?
For macro.
Yeah, no, I know, but you said Bud Light. Just want to clarify.
I said or Miller, either one. What'd you say? Coors Banquet?
I said
you win.
I said fuck those light beers. That's what I said. We need an Oberon Light. Is what we need.
What about you, Earth?
I do Guinness Draft for the macro.
Oh, that's the one I haven't heard in a while.
Do that. And then I'd have to go with the Great Divide Yeti.
Oh,
he's just sessioning.
I know.
Great Divide Yeti is good.
I can get that anywhere I want.
Hanging out at some Olive Garden, just pounding out these Yetis all day, son.
It's pretty easy to get. Actually, the one that I usually drink as a go-to, it hasn't been in stock for the last like month or so I'm kind of disappointed.
Which one?
I don't know what's going on there.
Just regular Yeti?
It's a collaboration with Mission Brewery and Pacific Drift. It's an IPA.
Is it a specialty beer?
It's looking like it might be because it seems like it hasn't been on the shelf for a while, so I don't know what's going on.
Well, maybe that's why it's not there all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe Earth just cleaned them out
all the time up until about a month ago.
Yeah,
Earth had no idea. He was the only dude buying it all, but he would come in and then buy it, and they just weren't replenishing because they had no more. It was just Earth was the one buying it. It's like, what happened?
They have a Pilsner and they have an Amber Ale too, but those don't sell as good, I guess.
Yeah. Well, the trick with the Pilsners is you put them in 16-ounce cans, and then you sell them for $4 a can, and they just fly off the shelves. Because no one can resist a $16 4-pack of like a 4.8% Pilsner from like a great craft brewery, right?
No, this is these IPAs. They're like 5.9%, and it's $7.99 for a 6-pack.
Oh,
so I can't get anything for that price.
No.
That's a Rod J deal.
It is.
Yeah, for me, that's a Rod J deal. Yeah.
Yeah. For the rest of us, that is totally a Rod J deal. For a Rod J, not as much.
Like the next step up for anything would be probably $11, $12 for a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Well, that's but in general, it's funny to see like how people the word value, how it's used in craft beer now. I was doing I reviewed Stone's Grapefruit Slam recently. That's like an 8 point. Yeah, it's an 8.2% double IPA with grapefruit. They released it like 5 years ago and they brought it back. And it was a pretty good beer, for what it is. I was like, oh, it's pretty solid. But I was like, man, this is a 12-ounce can. It was a 6-pack. I think was like $12 or something. It was an 8.2%, 6-pack. And then I was like, I think I paid $2.75 for the can by itself or whatever, single, maybe $2.50. And then I saw a couple people be like, man, this is way too expensive. I'm like, bro, like you go buy a 4-pack of like a 7% IPA that's a New England style by a Hyper, you have no problems dropping like $16 to $20 on a 4-pack of a 7% IPA. How is this Stone 8.2% IPA with grapefruit in it for like $12 to $14 a 6-pack? How is that not good value in comparison? Well, it's not as good as beer. I'm like, yeah, that's for your palate, and someone might love that. If you just look at the price point to the ingredients and the ABV, I would say that's still a pretty fucking good value. So I feel like people nowadays just assume that big national and regional craft breweries should just be super cheap because you can get it all the time. It's like, I don't know. People are starting to lose me with that because the shit nowadays, like all the 450 North stuff's great, the other half stuff's great, Trillium Trios, fucking Old Nation, but like all those 4-packs are anywhere from $16 to like $24 a 4-pack. Yeah, they put in like we're fucking drinking basically fruit in a beer. Or the amount of hops they're putting, it's crazy, but it's still like $4 or $5 a can. That's not cheap. So I don't understand. You can get yelled for like a 12-ounce can of an 8% beer being $2.50 a can, or $12 a 6-pack being not good value. I don't know. It's weird to me how that works nowadays. I'm not sure people, I guess, understand value or their value. The definition for them is a bit different. So whatever, that's how it is.
That's all what anybody's comfortable paying for whatever it is they want.
Right.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm down for paying a little bit more money for something, I'm willing to enjoy a lot more, but
yeah. I mean, I think that's in life, right? Like you could go and get a McDonald's hamburger. I don't know if there's actual meat, but if you go get one, right, you're good. And then you go to a fucking nice restaurant, you're not going to pay. The value is going to be different. Just how it looks at. McDonald's burgers, though, I'd say a lot of times good value for what you get. You get that 2 for $5. Yo, you get that 2 for $5. That's a good value.
For the body, I don't know it's good value for the body.
Your body fucking hates your guts. But it's good value. If you're just talking about value.
The feel-good factor, that's another story.
Yeah, your body fucking feels like trash for 48 hours.
Big Mac does help.
Yeah. Goddamn McDonald's. All right. Anyway, wow, there's a lot of comments.
2 McDonald's for 1 Red Robin burger, though.
Red Robin.
You guys have Red Robin where you're at?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what they have? You know what they have on tap? Lagunitas IPA. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they do have Lagunitas IPA.
They do.
They do. And it's delicious
Sam
with
Adams
the burger.
Gold Snap, or what is it?
Cold Snap.
Or whatever.
Cold Snap. Cold Snap's not a bad. That's a Kolsch, right? Isn't that the Kolsch?
I like Cold Snap, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I was just there. That's why I had both of those beers.
Red Robin? What kind of burger did you get?
Yeah, what kind of burger? Earth, come on now.
What did I get? I think I got a barbecued.
Is it a whiskey barbecue river one?
Something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fat. I know all about that.
Was there onion rings on that burger with the barbecue? Yeah, that's a whiskey one.
Oh, Earth. I
think there is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whiskey river. Yes.
Big guys know.
That's fucking right. Dropping pounds, but not at
bottomless fries.
Dude,
bottomless fries.
Yeah, that's where they get you because you're in there and you're like, it's like what? Like where's the burger's probably 1,000 calories, and then you're gonna get 1,000 calories in fries because they're bottomless. So you're not gonna just have a single helping.
They give you the bottomless fries, and you feel like obligated to like ask for more fries.
You have to, don't you?
Yeah.
I did notice though that they don't give you as much fries to start with these days.
Yeah, you gotta
from previous years.
You gotta
they
work
give you this
for
small basket now, and then you eat this little small basket, and then they ask you, "You want more fries?" Well, yeah.
I wonder if they're giving the fries right from the
give me like 3 times that much to start with.
Yeah,
but it's probably smart on their part though, so they're probably not wasting as much.
Like maybe a full order this time, not a half. Give me a full order.
Yeah. Can I get the fries from the adult menu, not the kids?
Yeah,
the kids size.
I do wonder if like somebody who just loves their fries just goes in there and orders whatever's the cheapest thing that comes with the bottomless fries and just goes nuts on the fries. Be like, give me that like $3 wrap, and I'm just gonna eat fucking 700 fries.
Give me that Caesar salad and those fries.
I'm more of a potato guy.
Just keep the dips coming. Keep the dips coming. You gotta have all the dips.
Yeah. Which reminds me, when it is your birthday, make sure you join these food reward groups or whatever. They send you like free shit. Like I went to Rock Bottom, and it's like, oh, free entree or whatever you want here, whatever. It's like, oh fuck, okay, I'll take this. And I went in, I got a nice entree. All I do is pay for a beer. I'm like, oh, this works.
Unless if it's one of those fucking places that come out and start singing you happy birthday, and you just want to fucking pile drive everybody through every single table possible at that point.
Just like, you need to cut that shit out right now.
Yeah. Be like, no, it's not my birthday. You got your facts wrong.
Yeah.
But I am getting that free entree. All right, we got a lot of comments that I should probably read at some point, it looks like.
Yeah, get them, son.
Eric Gilbert says, yes, the peat. But any whiskey will do.
Ah, the peat. He loves the whiskey.
He says, if you have a Tesla, the mission is to destroy the Mitsubishi Eclipse. Ha-ha. And then Eric Gilbert confirms my suspicions. Basic flying monkeys is meh at best. Yeah. That is. And then at 420 says, 420, you guys got it. That's right. And then Eric Gilbert says, basic Camerons, Nickelbrook, and Black Oak is the good old school shit. He said shite.
Sons.
And
we actually do get Nickelbrook beers now too.
And Cameron showed up in some places in Ohio about 3 or 4 years ago. They showed up with their better beers, like their Obsidian rum barrel aged stout and a couple other things. But I don't think they sold well because people are like, "Who the fuck is this? Where? Canada? Camerons? Who? No one bought them."
Canada.
420 says macro Coors, micro Sierra. Like I said, generally he's going Sierra Nevada. What specific beer from Sierra Nevada? 420. I'd probably say the Pale Ale.
Probably Pale Ale.
Yeah. And then Eric Gilbert says Cameron's Cream Ale, a mother effing bomb. Word
to your mother, Vanilla Ice.
What did you sell?
Word.
Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding.
It always goes back to that.
Well, he's going the Ninja Mutant Turtles. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
I loved Ice Cube.
That's the original Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, it is. That is. The kids nowadays know nothing about that. Nothing.
1991, sons.
I just remember. I remember Vanilla Ice trying to explain how he took the sample and he's like, the Queen song goes dun 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 dun. Mine goes dun 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 dun.
I remember that.
Yeah, like, what?
It's the same thing, Vanilla Ice. Settle your shit down. You sound dumber than you possibly look, and I don't even know if that's possible.
All right, stop. Everybody just
listen. Ice is back stealing all the samples.
A1A. One Avenue.
We are not going to sing that entire song. You're going to get copyright. No, Vanilla Ice is probably watching this, waiting for that copyright strike to hit.
Rob, Van Winkle. Rob, don't copyright strike us, okay?
Yeah. Settle down, Robbie.
Anybody that karaoke's that song gets a free beer.
I just kept rolling. Did you stop? No, I kept rolling.
Help. 420 says the Lagunitas something was great, by the way. Thanks, all. Yeah, it's a delicious one. Delicious beer.
It's a good beer.
That's good times. Eric Gilbert says Coors Banquet is hot garbage.
Ooh. Coors Banquet, it is what it is, man. I mean, they made a movie about it called Smokey and the Bandit. Had to bootleg it. I mean, people like the Coors Banquet.
Yeah, and then he
I like the Coors Banquet. If I'm gonna go pale lager, I'll probably go Coors Banquet.
I like it. And then he says Miller High Life all day, but does not say Sun, so he loses points. He loses all the points. I don't know how you can say High Life all day and not say Suns, because you got to say it after that.
You got to say Suns, yeah. I mean,
unbelievable. Richie C says, negative $3. We'll take that. That's what Rod literally walks into places, $20 in his pocket, more than he had before he walked in. Like 3 cases of beer. Yeah. It's like, oh, I want shopping at fucking Jungle Gyms, and I somehow ended up with fucking $3 bills in my pocket and 6 cases of beer. I don't know what happened. I blacked out at some point.
Made money. I'm not sure.
It's like a 45-minute haul of me not remembering anything.
You're just running numbers. That's all.
I prefer not to. 420 says I can push a low life, but it has to be frozen. But he didn't say Suns. Oh man, Eric Gilbert just fucking tearing into Eric, a Lions fan here, tearing into Eric Gilbert, saying, Gilbert, that peach scotch sucks ass, brother. And he says, let me clarify. Well, just scotch overall, actually. I think Earth might want to.
Not a fan, huh, Eric?
No, I am not a fan. Not a fan.
Listen, don't trust this guy who doesn't like coconut. You don't trust the guy who doesn't like it.
Best video ever. My wife still laughs at that video.
Oh, man.
If you've never seen Eric's video about the coconut, I forgot what beer it was, Eric, but the beer that he drank that.
Oh, God, I got to look it up.
He didn't realize coconut was in it, but it's on the label. And he's talking about how much he doesn't like coconut.
I still hate it.
My wife heard me playing that one, and she was just cracking up like, he really does not like coconut.
That is an understatement. I'm surprised. Like you said you didn't get much coconut and pina colada. I mean, I didn't get a ton, but I was like, I can smell it. And I was like, I don't understand how you'd even like that beer, but somehow you did.
I haven't even cracked it open yet.
Oh, I thought you said you.
No.
Or was it Todd who said he didn't like coconut?
I thought
sorry.
I
Didn't get the
coconut.
No, didn't get the coconut in the pina colada.
That motherfucker's got a 450 North right there.
Yeah, we're gonna ignore him.
No, you're not. I'm not gonna let you.
Oh man, that's
the mango.
You're
gonna want to chug it, Todd. You're gonna want to chug it.
Is there a way to mute Todd and fucking turn off his camera? Is there? Can we do this?
Drink that in the corners, sir.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, that crack!
You just drank 3 of them. What are you bitching about?
I prefer probably 3 more based on how delicious they are, even though they're not beer.
Look at that! Look at that pour. That pour is fucking on point.
Yeah, look at that beer. Totally not a beer. It looks like a tropical fruit drink of some.
Look at that shit. Look at that shit right there. All that carbonation, all that shit running out.
Yeah, that carbonation.
Fuck your logo.
Todd, where's your little umbrella at?
Oh shit! That was
I just did a review of that beer, and it was pretty delicious.
Proper glass. Yeah, I do. That's fucking good beer. All right, I'm reading the comments. I'm jealous. Eric Gilbert says peated scotch is the shite sons. Come to the dark side. And then Richie Z asks Eric Gilbert what his favorite peated scotch is. Ardbeg Dark Cove is Richie Z's. What's your favorite, Earth? Unless you responded in here somewhere.
I wish I could have a shot at some Dark Cove. I have not had that. But I do have some 10-year in the shelf right now.
Nice.
420 says he cannot do liquors without EMS standing by. Okay, that's fair.
Good to know your limits. Always good to know your limits.
And then Eric Gilbert does say our Big Ten on the says it's need on the shelf. I don't need on the shelf, as in just needs. You need to get it on the shelf, Rishi, I guess, or is everyone needs it on the shelf?
Dude, I have no idea where you are at in comments right now.
I'm fucking reading all the comments that I didn't read because we're having a great time and we just can't read all the comments.
You get to. Okay, I know where you're at now. I just found you.
Yeah, I think that one beer sketch should help finally run. Richie Z says he needs to try the 10. He is more of a sherry head, but he loves some peated scotches for sure. 420 says they have Russian beers in SA that have numbers. SH is knife and fork brew.
Well, 420 is in South Africa, so yeah.
Is he? Wow.
I know you might have been thinking. I thought you might have been thinking San Antonio, but he's in South Africa.
I thought he said he was from Vegas. I thought he's South African.
I thought 420 was in South Africa. Unless I'm wrong, I thought he was South Africa.
I think he's from there, but I thought he lived in Vegas. Maybe I'm just fucking not smart, which that is the case. But I also just
or drunk.
Could have sworn he said that.
I just thought it was South Africa. We were talking about South Africa stuff the other night.
No, he's definitely he's. I'm positive he's from South Africa. I just don't think he still lives there.
Okay.
And Eric Gilbert starts talking about Pete. No one cares, Eric. Okay, maybe Earth, maybe Earth. Now he says it's raw and it brings the peat sweetness, meatiness, and coastal notes all day long, but without the suns, Eric. You're a letdown right now.
You gotta bring the sun.
You do not fucking end every sentence with suns. I'm not reading your shit anymore. Done. Here we go. 420 says, damn it, the MotoGP season starts and ours got to be windowing the chats. What a stream we have here. Well, thank you, 420. The liquor is helping us out, I'd imagine, at this point. Richie Z says, here's a good question. What's your favorite Mexican beer, if any?
Actually, mine is the Old Bohemian. I think it's Old Bohemian or National Bohemian. Let me see.
What Negra Modelo, Special, and then the Modelos are good, says Richie Z. And I'd agree. Those are probably my favorite as well. He also said Pacifico. Then Eric Gilbert.
Is Pacifico a Mexican beer? That was an American brewery.
I think it's supposed to be a Mexican beer. I'm not actually sure. It's completely Mexican.
I thought it was too.
Yeah. That's like saying, Blue Moon's a Belgian beer. I mean, it is stylistically totally not. Totally not from Belgium. And then Eric Gilbert still talking about sherry because why the fuck not? He says, I like old school, well-matured sherry. The young sherry bombs really don't do it for me, but I've been trying.
The young sherry.
And then 420 says your body hates your guts. Copyright 2019 Joe. Yes, it does. Richie Z says he's open-minded on scotches. What else we got? Whack Arnold's is hot garbage. Eric Gilbert. 420 says any burgers or bra or barbecue or how do you say it? BRI, bry, or barbecue has to be on fire
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, bry. I think it's bry or barbecue has to be on fire when he gets it. And then Richie says, Ron, what's the best beers to pair with a good steak?
IPAs are really good with this good steak.
Oh man.
What, you don't like IPAs with a good steak?
I didn't say that. I just said
IPAs pair pretty good with a good steak.
I always like IPAs with spicy food.
Spicy is another one that's a good option.
I always like darker beers with steaks if you're gonna. It's personal. There's like a nice medium.
It's kind of hard because restaurants usually don't have the ideal beer you want with a steak.
But you know what they usually have? Lagunitas IPA.
I don't know about your restaurants.
Or Two Hearted.
Our restaurants have some pretty good craft
Two Hearted
steakhouses.
Yeah. Eric Gilbert says, get the Nickelbrook ESB Sons. And then says, Maris Otter Malt and Great Hot Blend hold up well. Word. Well, if it wasn't an ESB from Nickelbrook, I'd agree with you. But no one drinks that trash. Come on, Eric Gilbert. Nickelbrook ESB's horseshit.
Negra Modelo is a good one, too.
Yeah. Richie Z says, Eric is highly regarded at many whiskey channels and live chats. He is. That's why I don't understand why he trolls our beer channels. That's
pretty funny.
I do appreciate Eric Gilbert though. He's like even though he trolls most of the time, he's one of the best commenters. He always comments on all my videos, except for what he's not, which is usually. And then Eric Gilbert says, lies at Richie Z. Come on, son. That is true. He is lying. See, and then 420 says, I'm South African in Vegas. Bam.
In Vegas. Okay.
What do I win? Absolutely nothing. I win zero anything. I'm not going to get a Rod J deal. No one's going to sub to my channel. No, it doesn't fucking matter.
It's a lot of fun times you can have in Vegas. I mean, Vegas is actually a good time. I mean, I've got some deals there in Vegas too.
I feel like if I lived there, I'd be down. If I lived there, I'd be down.
I once had a guy try to pick a fight with me in Vegas in a bar at the Golden Nugget.
That's where we got married at.
Security knew me, so they broke it up, all that kind of stuff. But they're like, security reasons, we have to have you leave any other person, even though you didn't start anything. That's cool.
What the hell?
I'd have to pay my tab though.
Well, then that's a win-win. That's
another
win-win. It's a motherfucking Rod J deal at its finest. Just keep me in mind. Like, if you go to a place and you got a nice tab going on, just like tell one of your friends, just pick a fight with me. We'll fucking both be out. Free meals all around.
That's right.
Free meals, free everything.
We went out there for a beer festival, and we went to go into attendance. I had a couple buddies with me from here in Cincinnati. They came in after I went in already, and they said, well, where was Rod? You know, and they're like, you're not with Rod. They got turned away at the door. I'm like, where are you guys at? And like, they wouldn't let us in. They didn't believe we were with you.
Well, you know, that's some horseshit, man.
You should have been closer. It happens. You know, you got to be with me.
Yeah,
no street cred, man.
I love Vegas, though. Vegas is a fun time.
It is. Then 420 says something. Might be. I appreciate your comments, 420, but this is really nice of you, even though it's incorrect. He says Joe is the comment master.
You are.
You are what that means.
Master.
You rule, son.
I do not.
You're the best comment person ever.
I'd probably not.
That's why I love having you here. It's like Joe's here. Joe handles comments. Joe is awesome. He brings his personality into the comments.
That's what every single chat I'm on. Did you read the comments, right? No, I don't. Like, I guess I do.
Yes, you do.
You guys should rotate every show. Have someone new read the comments.
But no,
you don't want me to read the comments.
Nor me.
Well, no, you want.
It'd be good times.
Yeah, you need Eric read the comments if he hasn't fucking got like 10 different fucking 9% Imperial Stouts in his body. Because we've seen him try to read PSAs when that happens. I can only imagine the comments. They would probably.
It's like Joe should be on Price is Right, like Wendy Smith, come on down. Like Joe handles all that shit. You know, he does well with it all.
Don't trip, Wendy. Yeah, no. We have Eric Exploring Ginger is here and says, hi, Rob. Hi, everyone. Nice cans, Rob. The beer, LOL. I believe.
I don't know where you're at right now.
I'm fucking getting close to the end of the comments. I'm making progress.
Well, thank you for joining. I'm trying to figure out where you're at right now.
Yeah,
I'm pretty round. Just typo.
No big deal. I mean, I'm doing work over here. Dutch Beer Geek, check out his channel. He's a fellow beer. He reviews all of his beer in Dutch.
Welcome, Dutch.
He does do one weekly English review that I can understand, so I always watch that one. But he says, "What up? What you guys drinking?"
I was drinking the Weibacher 23rd anniversary.
Rod's been drinking a lot more than that. I just say. I drank 3 different 450 North slushies this evening, and I am now just on the water because I'm cool.
I am currently drinking the mango passion fruit slushie,
which was delicious. Delicious fucking beer. Yeah, what an asshole. I just got fucking 7 cases over here. Whatever, you guys suck.
What's Eric drinking now?
Oh, I had that Moscow Mule. I'm done, and I'm done for the night.
Moscow Mule, is that who's that from?
In a can?
No, it was the one I made from.
Oh, you actually made a Moscow Mule?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like an actual prepackaged.
No.
Oh, that's good.
What's Earth drinking?
Probably an
I'm
ocean.
not drinking anything. I finished that.
I figure Earth wasn't drinking anything. He's been kind of quiet.
Oh, that's a nice one.
It depends. If he wants a goza, he's going for the Earth. If he wants a nice freshwater lake, he'll be enjoying his. Okay, never mind. What was that again?
My problem is if I go to one, I got to drink 11.2% beer. So
why not?
I gotta spend a little bit of time in between.
Time's answer. Why not? I love it. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? I've heard that.
Jump right in.
I mean, it is.
Why not, son?
It's early there. It's still early there.
Jump right in, sons.
Yeah, it's only like what?
11 o'clock.
11:26 there. No, 10.
No, it's only 10:26.
10:26. Technically 11:26.
11:26. Yeah.
In about an hour, it's gonna all of a sudden be 3 a.m. here. What happened to that hour?
Yeah, Eric hasn't even watched that live yet. He's good to go.
Do not listen to Rod. Just enjoy.
Yeah,
Taco Bell has.
It's not your birthday.
Taco Bell has a steak rattlesnake fries.
I don't know what you're saying right now.
I don't either, but I just saw the commercial for it.
And what?
Steak rattlesnake fries.
I'd imagine Rod's to the point where anything sounds delicious.
Yeah.
And his beer drinking adventures this evening.
I'm actually getting hungry, so.
Eric is also to that point, to clarify.
I might get another piece of birthday cake. I don't know.
And yeah, what is that? Are those Cheetos? What is that?
Reese's Pieces with the Reese's.
Oh, okay. Well,
still on those.
What do you mean?
Not anymore. After a couple of these, I'll be done with them.
Hell, maybe I just might get Grubhub to swing by Taco Bell and give me some.
Eric wants his fucking rattlesnake fucking fries, and he wants them now.
Hey, I am glad to hear that Joe D eats his Kit Kats the same way I do.
How is this? I want to know how this is.
Don't even bring that up again.
Come on, I gotta hear this. How
gotta watch the video.
It's fucking 12 hours long. I cannot watch that video. Just tell me.
You just take the chocolate off the top of it just so you have the crisp part left. And
yes, I fucking do it too. That's
right. See? Yeah. All right.
We're fucking stupid. I love it.
Earth and I were there for that one.
Earth just left. He's like, I can't hear this nonsense anymore.
He's like, I'm out.
He's like, fucking eat your Kit Kats like a man, not a millennial, you piece of shit. Rich Easy says, what is everyone going to drink on St. Patrick's Day next weekend? Well, if this is what I would say, I'm down for, if you want to do a show, instead of maybe the Beer Flow show on Thursday, why don't you just push it back to Friday? I might be able to make it next week. Is it next week? Yeah, next week.
Why can't we do a Beer Flow show and do a show?
You could, yeah. I'm probably not going to be on the Beer Flow show next week.
Well, St. Patty's Day will be next Sunday, the 17th.
Okay.
I
should be able to move.
We can do a Beer Flow show that night too. Well, we'll do a St. Patty's Day special show.
Yeah, I'm into it.
But I got the Guinness 4 and extra stout ready to go.
Wow, it is next Sunday, right? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna drink all the non-Irish beer just to piss people off. Should be fun.
It's not St. Patty's.
Anyway,
get some Killian.
Yeah. Does other half count as Killian's? Because if so, yes. We'll just
get some Breckens. Some Breckenridge Nitro Irish.
This other half kind of it tastes like an Irish red, I guess, this time. I don't know, maybe. We'll
Joe drinking a Killian's, I think the earth would stop spinning.
I've had Killian's before. I actually don't hate Killian's. It's a little bit better than Oberon, but it's not bad.
Back on Oberon again. We're back on
Eric, I'm always on it, but not really because it's terrible. Eric Gilbert says, my favorite whiskey at the moment is Hazelburn 10 Shite. Draining that bottle, so good. And then 420 says Guinness Fornies. He says, what make JY haha? I'm not sure what's happening. Is he there's a language being spoken here, and I'm not doing it justice. And then Eric Gilbert says, sorry, sons, for his last comment, because he didn't say sons. I do appreciate that. Richie Z says he likes the Hazelburn 13. Do you have a bottle of that, Eric Gilbert? He says it hasn't showed up on the shelves yet. It's still in the LCBO warehouse. And then 420 says Joe has the comment skills spelled with a Z. So I do appreciate that. And then Dutch Beer Geek says 420 are starting in Dutch. So maybe that was Dutch. That's probably Dutch then. There you go. Oh, Paul from PA Brew says, happy birthday, Rob. Cheers, guys. They don't know your name, and it doesn't matter.
Paul.
Yeah, and then 420 and Dutch Beer Geek going back with the Dutch. A lot of fun here. Things are happening. I can't read it, so I'm not going to try to kill myself doing so. 420 says, cheers to Paul. Paul's cheers him back. Dutch Beer Geek says it's 7:27 a.m. here. Earth says be right back in the comments, and that at the same time he left in here, and now he is back while I read that. So he did, in fact, be right back. And then 420 says, my son says this is a plug-in show, meaning battery. Ha. Oh, God, we got the plug-in show. That's when you got to reach for that cord and like make an effort to move and plug it into an outlet. Quality. It's quality at that point. You're making an effort outside of like opening up the actual video itself. It's like, man, a lot of people are getting comfortable too, whether it's on their 75-inch TV like Eric, why you ever watch this in 75 inches or whatever you watch.
It's 50.
Well, anything over fucking the screen size of a fucking phone is probably too big.
It's always about the inches.
Yeah.
That's what
and then,
she said.
Oh, fuck's sakes. We're at this point now. or what he said, Eric, let's not judge. Todd. Sorry, Eric. I was just
rolling with it, brother.
You know what I meant.
Inch by inch.
Yeah, we do not judge here. Eric Gilbert says extra stout sons. Richie Z says, my lady is a cheap beer lover. She drinks Michelob Ultra. I'll drink one a week, but it's harsh, LOL. Any opinions if you had it? It's shit. It's not Oberon shit, but it's still shit.
I've had the Mick Ultra. It's a hard pass.
Yeah, no, Oberon is better than Mick Ultra. Why the fuck did I just say that?
No take backs.
Yeah. Michelob Ultras for the people that are like, oh, I want to drink a beer, but it's fucking negative 20 calories or whatever, so I'm going to drink it. And you drink it, you're like, what the fuck? Is this carbonated water? Yes, it is. How many percentage is it? 3.2 or 8 or whatever? It's like, it doesn't even do anything.
Well, Mick Ultra is like one of the leaders for like light beer sounds. So
yeah, well, that's on.
And then for like, so fucking expensive it is too. I can't. That just blows my mind.
Yeah. Hey, you drink what you like. I don't know anybody who drinks it except for apparently Richie Z's wife and this possibly millions of other people. But it's just, you know.
We'll leave that discussion for another time.
Yeah, there's a time and place for every beer except for Michelob Ultra. I'm pretty confident in that.
I'm going to the gym. I want to make Ultra.
Yeah, you need like 8 of them to even drink.
Rehydrate. Got to rehydrate.
I don't think I've heard, and this is like I said, you drink. Everybody drink what they like. That's how it is. What I'm saying tonight is obviously everybody here knows that I joke around or whatnot. If you're watching for the first time, that's how I just joke around. A lot of trolling, messing around. But Michelob Ultra, from what I remember, is like one of those beers where I get why people drink light beer, like Miller Lite and Bud Light. Everything has a taste. From what I remember, Michelob Ultra, it barely had, to me, any beer flavor. It was like almost I wasn't drinking a beer. It kind of was like just like a carbonated water, like a sparkling water. It was really weird to me that people who want a beer or want to drink alcohol would drink that, because I'd rather just like sacrifice the extra 30 or 40 calories and have a Bud Light or Miller Lite or something like that. I don't know. At least that has some kind of flavor, even if I don't like it that much.
Over and over on?
I drink Oberon of all that stuff, even though it's a gross beer. It's still not that gross.
I don't think the calorie difference is that much, though, is it?
What is Michelob Ultra calorie wise? Anybody know? Richie Z, you said it by the pallet load for your wife? And if you let us know.
I thought like it was like 90 something, right?
Like, yeah, I thought it was like 90 something, and Miller Lite was still like 99 or.
I mean, Select is 55 from Budweiser.
To clarify, a single ounce of Michelob Ultra has 8 calories. So what's that, 96 calories then for Mick Ultra? For a 12-ounce can or 12-ounce bottle? Yeah, 96 calories. I did math. Holy fuck, it's 1:30 a.m. I did math.
Damn.
I know. Yeah. Look at this guy. It's probably incorrect, but I did it.
So, Eric, what's a Miller Lite have in it?
96.
So there you go. So it's basically the same, except for they're not, because one's gross and one's less gross.
The Miller has more ABV, doesn't it?
I think they're both the same, aren't they?
4.1 for, I think it's 4.1 for Miller Lite.
96 calories for Miller Lite, 96 calories for Mick Ultra, it looks like. So they tie in both lack of calories and lack of flavor.
So why is everybody under the impression that it's lower?
Because it's fucking gross. I don't know. Budweiser Select has 55 calories.
That's what I said earlier.
Yeah. But again, that might be even worse than Mick Ultra.
It's not good. I've had it. It's not good.
Miller 64 has 64.
I thought it would have 46 potentially. They're just telling you it's called 64 because fuck it.
That's good marketing right there.
Yep. Paul says, "Fuck off, autocorrect. Happy birthday, Rod."
Thank you, brother.
Rob.
And then Eric Gilbert says, "Who's Rob? Sons?" And Paul is super excited because he bought more Captain Lawrence Joe. So good. So Captain Lawrence is New York State Brewery, and he loves their Old Imperial IPA and a couple other beers, and they showed up in his neck of the woods, and I'm pretty sure he went pretty crazy with them. So good. That's cool, Paul. I'm glad they finally showed up in your area. And then Eric Gilbert says, "Who's Greg? Son?" No plural, just son.
Back to the Greg and Craig.
Yeah. And then 420 says he plugged my phone in. Add a kid. Nice. So you didn't even have to get up. He plugged it in for you. Jeez.
Add a kid.
Yeah, he said add a boy. Add a boy. He said add a boy. Richie Z confirms his wife is 112 pounds. Hence why she drinks the Michelob Ultra and can't get into like 300 calorie fucking IPAs and whatnot. And then 420 just says, just typing letters here. And then Paul, confirming my suspicions, aka the facts, he says Oberon is total and complete garbage and not 93 garbage.
Paul is not a fan of Oberon at all.
No, because you shouldn't be. It's a gross beer. Eric Gilbert says, you're hammered when you forget a friend's name, eh? And then Paul responds with, ha ha ha, yup. And then 420 says, crap, eh? I forgot my friend's name, eh? And then Eric Gilbert says, drink pastry stouts only. Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Diabetes.
Just because you don't like pastry stouts don't mean they're delicious. There are some really bad pastry stouts, though. Some of them are just really way too sweet. Like even the 450 North ones, like I'd prefer to share those, or if they came in like fucking 8-ounce cans or something. Like they're fucking crazy sweet.
Or you could be a man and just drink it.
No, that has nothing to do with being a man. Being a man is drinking Oberon and nothing Oberon. That's being a complete man. And Paul agrees with me in that, right? And then 420 says, "Hey, where's the darts, eh?"
Are we back to darts again?
I don't know. Too many darts, not enough darts.
So I do want to create a company to bring darts back.
Yeah,
darts should be allowed.
Yeah, just maybe not when you're drinking. Someone might get impaled. And then Erica says, and other half hazies. Eric, there's no yawning and shit. What you need to do right now, and listen, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm actually telling you what to do. You got to get on Grubhub and get those rattlesnake fries or whatever the fuck they're called.
My ass is thinking about going to bed instead of some rattlesnake fries.
Yo, you see the commercial? Rattlesnake fries do look pretty good.
Yeah, they do look pretty good.
I'm still concerned about what the fuck are rattlesnake fries. Like, what did they do?
You gotta watch the commercial, brother.
I'm good with that. I'm just order some randomly, just see what happens. Richie Z's laughing at something he found amusing. Probably something Paul or 420 said, or maybe even Eric Gilbert. And then 420 says, in those slim and sassy cans with dragon fruit. Oh, the McCulture with the dragon fruit. Those are probably fucking disgusting. Eric Gilbert says, Ben Shane smoking darts, boys all night. Heavy heck going on, son. Fucking darts. That is one of the best things to ever call a cigarette. Okay, you got some darts. Oh man, so good. 420 says, for fuck's sakes, why my phone touches every letter? Why? Rattle fries are cash money.
Rattle fries are cash money.
I don't even.
Okay, Yogi Bear, cash money.
Oh, fucking cash money, son. And we have somehow caught up to comments. We have like fucking 11, now 12, 10 people watching. I don't know why.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's fucking almost 2 a.m.
It grows during the course of the night.
Richie Z asking a good question probably for Rod and maybe others here. Do any of you gentlemen smoke cigars? I used to, but I want a cigar tonight, but don't have any.
I'll have one every once in a great while.
I smoke one maybe once every few months or so, which I have to go down to JO's spot, usually the Party Source Reviews. They got a nice cigar room down there.
Yeah, you should go there when you drop off those beers for him.
I think Joe sent some beers for you, but I can't find them. I don't know what happened to them.
Because they're fucking hanging out in a UPS warehouse right as we speak.
Yeah, it's supposed to get here Tuesday. I had beers come today for $210.90, so
hey, I gotta
catch up on unboxing.
Gotta catch up on a lot of videos.
Guess what, Joe? One of the beers was a homebrew. It had coconut.
You hear that, Eric?
It had coconut.
Was it like a Miller Lite clone, but with coconut? Because I gotta try that at that point.
Oberon with coconuts.
Oh,
coconut.
I had
We had a variant at the brewery that did have coconut in it for an Oberon.
Okay, I've had was it the barrel aged Oberon, and that was still fucking terrible, just not as terrible.
What is it with you and Oberon?
No, it's an all right beer.
All right, pretty damn solid.
That's like saying, what is it with you and coconut?
Yeah, that's true.
You got to think with coconut for sure.
Yeah, coconut's fucking delicious.
No, it's not.
Eric, I'm gonna
Eric,
like I said,
lotion and you got the coconut. Real good coconut.
Yeah, you got like actual toasted coconut that's delicious. Eric, listen, you like Oberon and you hate coconut. I cannot trust anything you say ever. This is not right.
Double whammy.
Coconut.
That's 2 strikes. What's the third one? Miller Lite.
Double whammy.
That's the third.
You're out.
No, but you're right, Earth. When it comes to coconut, you do get the I had the fake coconut from a it was not a Captain Lawrence beer. It was another brewery in New York I drank in the summer, and it was just like that suntan lotion, just like fucking fake like pina colada. Tropics. Yeah, it's just like this would be cool if it was a fucking candy or something, but it's like totally not.
Hey, by the way, when I did the Jungle Gyms video, which I'm sure you'll watch at some point here, you may be surprised. They had Death by Coconut, $5.99 a 4-pack.
Oh, that's a good price.
What?
$5.99.
Got Death by Coconut again.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, that's a good price. That's a good price.
$5.99 for a 4-pack of that?
Yeah, that's like I was like, Joe will see this and he will probably get a chubby from it.
That's a good price.
Yeah, that's okay price. That's all right.
I've been trying to show him some other ones. We have a local brewery that I think is better than that one.
Oh, goddamn. What now? What now? Excuse me, what now?
Coconut beer.
Yeah, no, what now? Earth, we're doing a trade sometime.
I'm going to have to get off the live stream if you guys are going to be talking about coconut.
Eric's out.
What pisses me off is that other half, speaking of good beer, other half did a release today on Saturday, right? They switched it. They've been doing Fridays. And at like 3 PM, they still had a bunch of cases of all the beers. I was like, I could just fucking roll up to this place and it's an hour and a half away. I could have got more other half, but you know what? Can't do it. I just can't believe that, like, at some point it's going to be easy to get, and that's going to be when it's great. And that's when it's going to be trash, because once you can get a good beer that's that easy, trash, instant trash. If you can easily get it and it's readily available, instantly it turns from amazing to garbage.
Yeah,
it just turns into a shelfie that nobody picks up.
Yeah,
like CBS, because CBS is like in every store right now.
Mm-hmm.
I still like CBS. I just don't like Founders. There's it's just how it works.
Also, it's everywhere. It's like you can pick, and Zombie Dust is everywhere right now too.
Yeah. I still like that beer a lot. The racist stuff from Founders is pretty horrific, and what they're doing is terrible, but it pales in comparison to the fact that they sell CBS to Canada for cheaper than what we get, and in 12-ounce bottles. Let me just clarify.
Yeah, what's up with that?
The American people get screwed once again.
We got to have the 12-ounce bottle. This bomber shit's got to go.
I agree.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm done. I'm done with the bomber platform.
We're in Michigan, and we're going to send everybody 750 milliliter bottles of CBS for $24.99. Who wants to pay that?
You stupid fuckers!
Yeah, but hey, Canada, here's the 12-ounce bottle for $8.75 Canadian, which is negative $12 American. You cool with that? All right. Fucking great.
Me either, Paul.
Yeah. Fucking.
It's a good deal, eh?
And here's the kicker. It is actually sits on shelves at the LCBO in Canada too, by the way.
Yeah, because they mass produce it now. It's too much of it.
Yeah, there's better beers. Anyway, Paul, he's been doing a lot of hazy IPA reviews, and he goes, "I'm going all PA or beer PA brew troll with these hazy IPAs, son." Even Paul doesn't say son. He showed up late. And then for 420 says Cubans for the win, and he's talking about cigars in general. Just let you know.
I like some Cuban cigars.
Yeah,
I should have got them at the Dominican Republic a few years ago. When I didn't go to the cigar factory.
And then Dutch Beer Geek says, any of you guys familiar with the Dutch beer scene? We are not. Dutch Beer Geek. That's why I kind of watch your reviews, the English ones, because I'm curious about the beers you can get over there and your stuff. I don't understand Dutch, so I like when I'm watching the other reviews, I'm just like, yeah, it looks like he's enjoying it. How is he going to say it? He said a number. I know I can feel, yeah. But like outside of that, I cannot do that. But I watch all your English reviews and they're interesting. I like watching them. Fun. But I'm not familiar at all with the Dutch beer scene. I don't think
I was not actually. Let me take a look here. I wasn't sub to Dutch Beer Geek, but I am now.
Yeah, subs, baby.
Sub, baby.
Nicaraguan for the win, says Paul, when it comes to cigars, and then for choices, copy that. Richie Z says a cigar would be awesome tonight. Eric Gilbert says I smoke gars because he's too good to say cigars, so he says gars because he's Canadian. He's got a fucking
cigars.
Yeah, gars. I smoke gars. I smoke darts and gars. PA Bruno's, aka Paul, says Pennsylvania.
Got any darts and gars?
Canadians.
Some of them Switcher Sweets.
Paul says Pennsylvania.
Switcher Sweets.
I totally screwed that up.
Oh, you did. Totally out loud. Get yourself some rattlesnake fucking fries.
Is that the Mal Black? What are you smoking there?
The black
poison for side sauce.
Oh God, yeah, dude, yeah, get all the hot sauces too. Make sure tell them extra sauce for those rattlesnake fries. And Paul says Pennsylvanian Dutch beer seed. Yeah, there probably is one. Richie Z says awesome, Eric, and not you, Eric Gilbert, the Canadian one. It says Gars for some reason. Dutch Beer Geek says no, the real Dutch.
The real Dutch, the Pennsylvania one.
Yeah, there's no the Pennsylvania Dutch. Paul says nope, Oberon, nope, just nope. I agree, Paul. Could not say it better myself. 420 says yes here. Paul laughs. Richie Z says a fairly known local brewery here is 21st Amendment in San Leandro, California. Have any of you heard of their brews? Yeah, they pretty much get well distributed across the country.
Yeah, we get 21st Amendment here too. So
yeah, here too.
Yeah, I like some of their stuff. To be honest with you, I probably haven't had one of their offerings in the last couple of years, but I probably had quite a few from them. Being on the East Coast,
I think they have one of the better session IPAs as well. I think it might be the Down to Earth or whatever, but it's a real good session.
I see what you did there. No pun intended.
That's just the name of the beer.
I know, but it's also a segue to Earth, who's in California. Earth, favorite 21st Amendment beer.
They kind of feel like Golden Road almost to me. It's almost really? Like a blend.
Shit, man. Oh, shit.
Even the colors and the labels look kind of similar.
Get confused, man. Get confused. I remember their watermelon not being terrible, but that was years ago. Then again, you don't see too many watermelon beers, so I can't. Usually, they all taste like fake Jolly Ranchers. So
yeah, they're a struggle for some of the breweries.
Honestly, the Founders one that I bought years ago before they were super racist. It was whatever watermelon. It was a watermelon goza, and that didn't have Jolly Rancher flavor. It was like real. Yeah. It's always nice to because obviously if you eat watermelon, it's not like it's fucking not super crazy fake candied sweetness. So like when you have real watermelon, it's like the flavor is refreshing in a beer. Like it's just a refreshing like flavor overall. But most of the watermelon beers are just super sweet and sickly sweet and just like fake candy. And it's just like, no, I just use real watermelon. It's probably tough though and expensive, so maybe not. Paul responds to Richie Z with yup shit. So he's not a fan of 21st Amendment, I guess. Eric Gilbert says Monte Cristo's is a favorite. Sons. Then he says flounders in response to founders because oh shit, Paul. Wow, Paul, breaking news. Paul says I still haven't had zombie dust.
That's kind of something.
We have to make that happen for Paul. I mean, because we're getting zombie dust out here. Yeah,
I haven't had it either, but it's kind of.
It's really you haven't? Tell Todd to fucking throw in that
get
shelf
you one.
turd. Yeah, it's a shelf turd.
It's a shelfie.
I still like it though. I think
isn't it amazing?
I do too.
That is amazing. Like
beers you've had for years and years, still haven't made it across the country.
Dude, it's like Sip of Sunshine was one of those beers that I heard a lot about.
That's what I heard a lot about too. I haven't had either.
And now it just fucking hangs on the shelves around here. It's just like, yeah, whatever. It's fucking.
I can get Sip of Sunshine if I wanted it.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't get Three Floyds.
No. Oh, that was really good when you sent that though, Joe.
Sip of Sunshine's a good beer, but people try to compare it to like all the crazy hazies nowadays, and that beer was released like 5 years ago, so it's like. Oh, it's fucking blah, blah, blah. This brewery just opened up a year ago and it's fucking, the beer's opaque and it looks like mud, but, whatever. And then you look at Sip of Sunshine, it's clear. And it's like, it's still fucking good. Is it like amazing beer? No, but it's a good beer. People are, oh, shit. It's like, okay, whatever. Just settle down.
I mean, so, Earth, you don't get any Three Floyds out there at all, do you, Earth?
No.
Okay.
You would think it's the planet he would, but he just doesn't.
All right.
Yeah. My God, I watched.
I probably could. I've never tried.
The basketball game right now for the tournament for the WCC. San Diego is beating BYU 65-25 with 12:23 left in the second half. I would just be like, "Fuck it, let's just call it."
Yeah,
let's just call it again. We're never going to catch up.
Seems like a very unfair game.
Yeah, and BYU was the favorite.
Wow, they're getting their asses completely kicked.
Yeah.
420 likes the Flounders by Eric Gilbert. He found that amusing. I thought it was Good. Flounders is a good. Maybe we should start referring to him as Flounders. That's I like that. Dutch Beer Geek says I had that once. I think he's referring to Zombie Dust. So apparently somebody in the Netherlands has had it and Earth hasn't. So Paul.
Funny how that works out. Yeah.
A Dutch guy's had it, and these guys had it. That's crazy. Paul says, "Fuck Founders capitalism bullshit." Eric Gilbert says, "You Americans are so entitled. Geez, sons."
Sons.
420 says darts and gars, eh?
Eight.
Paul says
That's
my
the
dad.
new.
What's that, Earth?
Yeah. That's the new trademark.
Yeah,
darts and gars.
Yeah,
Darts and gars.
Just going out for some darts and gars, are you, bud? All right. Paul says my dad burnt Swisher Sweets to keep the bugs away when we were fishing. And then 420 says what everyone's thinking: blunt wraps around here. Paul says their watermelon is totally garbage, much like Oberon when you sell them. Just gonna break that level. Paul says, "Is Founders racist now?" Oh, damn! I'm heading to the beer store. That's what somebody in the backwoods of fucking PA would say, Paul. Eric Gilbert says, "I don't know. I used to burn zigzags filled with green stuff." Fucking Eric Gilbert. Richie Zieg brings it back to beer because this is what he does because he's a great guy. And he says, favorite German beer guys. Heinrich Doppelbock, not even close for me. Not even remotely close.
Vitus.
Weihenstephaner.
Well, Paul has one down the line that you'll see that I would agree with. Which is
I'm not saying the fucking name of that, though. Not saying it. I don't know how to say
Why
it.
don't you say it?
You say it. Shalanka?
Yeah.
Shankarla? Yeah, it's always. I've seen about 20 different reviews of beers from people I follow, and everyone says it fucking wrong or completely different from the next. It's so great. The only people I think I've ever seen correctly pronounce it are like the master of hop. I think he does a pretty good job of it, but everyone else just like, I'm like, okay. Starts like hacking up long smoking those darts and gars, eh?
Gotta smoke the darts and gars.
The darts and gars. Yeah, so I said Eyinger, Doppelbach. Eric said Weihenstephaner. Right? No, wait, who did you say?
Weihenstephaner.
Yeah, Weihenstephaner, Vitus. Weihenstephaner. And then what did you say, Rod? What was yours?
Actualaka.
Which one? The Marzen, the classic Roche beer?
I've had the green one, so I don't know which one that is.
Yo,
the Doppelbock.
Oh, the Doppelbock.
It's like the smoke beer.
Yeah, they're all Rausch beers, but the Doppelbock is the oak, right? The oak aged. I think it's oak aged Doppelbock Rausch beer. But I just news Paul. I know Paul's going to lose his shit. They have them in cans now. The Helles. I sent Paul one of the actual. So they actually bring it over in a big fucking vat, and then there's a place that cans it here. They did the Helles one that's actually not smoked, and it just imparts the flavors from being in the fucking brewery itself, so it's not really aggressive. The Marzen Roche beer is now in cans as well. I saw, so they must have brought that over that and canned it. So just for anybody out there who wants to pick up a fresh can of it, definitely saw it.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Paul also had never had Sip of Sunshine. What the fuck are you doing in your life, Paul? What are you doing?
I never had Sip of Sunshine either.
Wait,
we don't get it here. You can't blame us for distribution.
I sent it to you, Todd, and Eric. The first beer. This is fucking horseshit. Sent it to everyone.
You never sent me Sip of Sunshine.
Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just sent it to Todd and Eric.
Oh, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, it's a shelf tier. It doesn't matter. 420 says Spaten.
Spaten's good. I like Spaten.
Yep.
Optimator.
Optimator's a good one. Weihenstephaner from Dutch Beer Geek says that, and then Richie Z says, agreed, it's kind of like soda. And maybe he's talking about the Flounders watermelon beer, Goza. Paul says Hirschhaus Doppelbock. And then, the Rausch beer we're talking about. Schneider Weiss, really good from Dutch Beer Geek, he says. 420 says, my phone is going all John Edwards on me. Aventine is Eisbach for German all day.
Oh, Dutch Beer Geek. Nice.
And then, Dutch Beer Geek agrees with Eric Gilbert.
I don't know where you're at. I was just saying Schneider Weiss he mentioned was really good.
Oh, yeah, I already met. listen to me, Rod. It's okay.
I have no idea where you're at in the comments right now.
I don't know where I'm at. Let me just read these from 420 real quick here. Message retracted, message retracted, message retracted. He actually retracted 3 straight messages, which I'm curious as to what he's
now I know where you're at.
Paul says, send them all to me, Joe. All of the sudden. And then, oh my God. Oh my God. I can't read the Paul one. That's we're not playing Cards of Humanity, Paul.
Which Paul one can't you read?
The last one.
That's pretty funny, the one he just put up there.
You want me to read it? I'll read it. I'm totally okay with reading it.
I mean, you didn't send it to me, so I'm just wondering what's going on myself.
Okay, so Paul says, didn't send any of Sip of Sunshine to Rajo. What the fuck kind of back of the bus shit is that, asshole? Your new nickname is Joe the Founder. Too much? Fuck it. That's all right. All right, Joe. This is not PG-13, but it is Rod's show, and I don't want to go overboard. So, I mean, I am wondering why they get Sip of Sunshine. Because I like you better than Eric and Todd. Sorry, guys. I don't send you shelf turns. I just
you tried to avoid me from having to deal with it.
I think what happened is the last 2 or 3 beer mails we did, I kind of tried to keep it similar. So I think the first ones I actually sent you all different stuff. So I could totally send it. It's on the shelf at all time. If you want to try it, I can next beer.
Yeah, I think we actually may get it in one of our spots. I think J.O.'s spot over at Party Source might get it as well.
Yeah, they contract brew at 2 Roads, so I'd imagine you'll see it. They also have their new brewery. I don't know because I did their Maple Nipple, which is an amber ale of maple, and that was the first beer I had from their new brewery in Vermont, and it was pretty good, but I don't know if they have the whole always brewed better when it was, not contract brewed type of stuff. Because that's the reason why everyone started getting Sip of Sunshine, like on the East Coast, was because they started contract brewing. And, you can get it out quicker. You know what I mean?
Get it up quicker? What?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Eric Gilbert laughed at Paul's comment. And then 420 says it's 2300 here. Wow, this stream. It's about to be midnight as the clocks go forward for you. Well, not really, but kind of, not really. But for us, it's going to be 3 a.m. momentarily.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Time is, how do I say, a waste of time.
Cable guys on right now. On
Ours
TBS.
do that at like 1 o'clock, and then they do it.
I remember back in the day, having like the cable, and it would just be weird how they did the guide and what happens exactly at 2 a.m. It's like the 2 a.m. show just runs longer. It's like, what? You got to, because you got to cover up that extra hour that you skip over. It's like, I don't know what happens. Half the time it would screw up the schedule for like the next half a day for certain channels. They were just like, we're behind schedule. Why do we lost an hour? It's like, oh, man. Yeah. Be like, isn't the basketball game supposed to be on at 1 o'clock? We're an hour behind. So, yeah.
So are we technically 4 hours ahead of California now?
Yeah, for a couple hours until Earth's shit.
Wait a minute, what? What's going on?
Until we move forward, yeah.
Did the clock move forward tonight or next week?
Yeah,
it just did.
It just did.
Yeah, Rod,
It just changed.
Rod, you're
So
going
that's why it's 3 o'clock right now.
Rod, that hangover you're going to have tomorrow, you're going to feel it quicker, and you're also going to get less.
Oh, I don't have hangovers, son. I give them.
Oh,
But I didn't realize it jumped from 2 to 3 there.
Those are fight words to your hangover.
Shit, son.
3 a.m. Woo! Yes.
You know what's good tomorrow? I'll probably go to the Indian buffet. That's always good the day after.
Some grease up and good.
So who's ever working? Do you have to work 7 hours? Or do you still got to work 8 hours?
No, it's still 8 hours.
Paul, how does that? No, because you lose that hour, so it goes quicker. Paul,
you punched in? You
would still punch in and work 8 hours.
Oh, yeah, you technically work 8 hours, but are you there for 8 hours? You're there for 7.
Or 9 hours, depending, because 9 hours.
If it's pushed back the other way, it's in the fall. But like right now, Paul basically gets a free hour of pay.
I don't know if it's a free hour pay.
I mean, he'll tell you it is. He says he's working 11 instead of 12 because he works 12 hours.
Yeah.
There you go.
I did not know tonight was the night you moved the clocks up an hour, though.
I didn't realize it either.
I didn't either.
I totally did, and so did Todd. High five, man. I don't know what we win. We don't win Rajay deals, so our life sucks.
No, it's like what?
We don't get $4.99 death by coconuts.
No, that's like a single can. I don't know what he's even talking about. It's crazy talk.
Well, I'm off Monday, so I have another day to adjust to it. So
I feel like Rod is having a separate conversation from us right now. Like,
now, oh my God, they had an Atlanta Marathon on FX. That's a good show.
I'm telling you, he's having a separate conversation.
I think so. He's talking to himself right now.
Have you watched Atlanta?
I'm not sure what you're even saying right now.
Atlanta. No. You never watched Atlanta. You watched Snowfall.
I watched Snowfall.
But you never watched Atlanta?
I was going to watch that, but I didn't watch it.
It's a pretty good series. They got a marathon on right now.
And it's a comedy, right?
Yeah, it's a comedy with what's the dude's name that does Childish Gambino?
Donald Glover.
Yeah, it's a pretty funny show.
I think it won some Emmys or something.
Well, like Emmys stuff, yeah.
First year it was on. It doesn't have any seasons, does it?
Like 2, I think, right now. I think its 3rd season's coming up. But it's a good show.
Might have to try to catch up on it.
I was flipping through that in Bar Rescue. Because I like watching John Taffer yell at people.
Yeah.
What are you doing here, son?
I will be right back. The comment section.
Where are you going? You didn't finish reading the comments.
No, I'll come back and I'll read all the important ones.
My happy ass is going to bed.
Oh my God.
It's like 2 a.m. Don't believe it's 3.
It's 3, buddy. It's 3.
Well, technically, if you do move the clock forward, it is, but
not until you move them.
Yeah, I had no idea what tonight was the night we made the jump. So
yeah, I don't
unless you're in Arizona, where Arizona does not do it, and Indiana parts of it.
Yeah, because we're that state.
I'm still surprised how many people just can't get 1 hour figured out.
Yeah.
That next day or 2 days is always screwed up for everybody.
Yeah.
And for some people, math is that type of situation.
But, all right, guys, I'm out of here. Take it easy.
All right, brother. Thanks for jumping in, Eric.
Yep, see you, Eric.
Yep, take it easy, God. Take it easier.
I can't believe that we still actually changed the time. It's just so dumb.
It's for the farmers.
The farmers there's a farm right behind my house, and I promise you they plow their field at midnight with lights that'll light up the whole neighborhood.
Yeah.
They don't need that extra hour.
No, it's kind of a
they could get they could do whatever they got to do.
They're actually talking about changing that, though, I think.
It was on our ballot. We voted on it for the midterms.
About daylight savings time?
Yeah, about trying to get rid of it.
What did people come out with? Like they wanted to keep it?
I'm not sure. I don't know what happened with all that. Haven't had any feedback.
Yeah.
People probably didn't want to change it.
Yeah.
Scared of change.
Then I flipped over to Diner, Driving, and Dives, which is a bad show to watch because you get hungry watching it.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you, I don't want to eat anymore tonight. Yeah, I went to his restaurant when I came back from Mexico last year at the airport, which not always the best move. Like, prices were a lot higher at the airport, which the waitress did tell me, like, yeah, you kind of get screwed here when you eat. He's got a restaurant there before you come to the airport.
Yeah, he's got one of his barbecue restaurants in Louisville.
Yeah.
I've not been to it, but
food was good though. It's just more than you would want to pay for it, but
at the airport?
Yeah, in Cancun.
Everything's more expensive at the airport.
What were they serving over there?
They have, I think I got like, if I remember back, like some tacos and some other stuff at his restaurant. It's like if you spend over a certain amount, they gave you like a complimentary glass as well, which I got here. But But she told me like it's more if you buy it there rather if you bought it at another restaurant before you came to the airport. Like all the airport prices are jacked up.
Yeah, they are.
To get all the tourists there before they get on the planes.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm ready to go to Jamaica in a couple months, and I'll be like move my seat up to where it's like all included, like adult beverages. So
Just keep them coming.
like keep them coming, drink it down. Start hitting the button. Like, where's she at? Where you at, flight attendant? My glass has hit the bottom, and I have nothing in it. I need another one.
Do not let it get empty.
Yeah, do not let it get empty.
Just keep them coming.
And then my wife, she doesn't like to fly as much, so she won't drink anything. So she'll be good to go to give out directions once you get there.
Oh yeah.
But they could be the other way around if she doesn't like to fly.
Let the drink.
Yeah.
No,
that way she won't know that she's actually flying. So
yeah, she flies pretty much okay, but like over water, it kind of freaks her out a little bit. Like
that's Shannon's theory on flying. I don't like flying, but I'm gonna get hammered and we can fly wherever the fuck you want.
Yeah. I'm like, if something happens, it happens. You know?
Right.
What do you take when you go out there? Is it like Southwest or?
Actually, when we go to Jamaica, we went through an all-inclusive through cheapcaribbean.com. So they're actually out of Cincinnati, fly American. When we went to Cancun last year, it was Delta, which I prefer Delta. I'm not a huge fan of American Airlines, but it is what it is.
Delta doesn't really have any craft beer options, do they?
Oh, yeah, they do. They set up a craft beer deal with like Sweetwater and a couple other ones, I think. So now you get craft beer.
You do have some stuff then.
Yeah. And I think American does too. So, but at that point, it's like all your, like, I moved my seats up to where you get like all the drinks included. So it's like, if the craft beer sucks, well, I guess we're rolling with Bacardi right now, or we're rolling with, vodka or something else. So we'll get some Bloody Marys if I need to.
Do you do that
Maybe
when you get on the flight?
Over there.
Huh?
Do you move up once you get on the flight or beforehand?
Beforehand, like once you got your seat, like the cheap Caribbean, you can look at see what seats are available. You can pay extra to move your seat up. So that's what I did.
Okay.
Would you say, Urs?
I'm kind of wondering if just because if you're going out there, maybe it's different. If you're staying in the country, it's kind of like, what is it? Fat Tire or something like that would be the regular craft beer offering.
Oh, gotcha.
Nothing too crazy.
I know Delta had a thing where they had Sweetwater like in part of their brochures. I'm not sure what American has done, but I mean, we're flying from going out. We're going Cincinnati to like Charlotte, and then Charlotte flies down. Coming back is to Philadelphia. To Philadelphia brings us back. But I think it's American craft is what they usually have. Why is Joe pointing?
The weirdest thing, I went back to the stream just to see when Eric left exactly how long ago it was and whatnot. And Earth his picture's not showing up, just his voice. Like there's no Earth box in the bottom corner.
But I haven't been down. My picture hasn't been down there for like an hour, bro.
What the fuck happened?
It is on mine.
No, it is in here, but on the stream itself.
Oh, okay.
He's totally
live stream,
just.
It's not on there.
Yeah, he's just talking and it's showing different people, and I'm just like, where the fuck is where's the box?
You were tripping out.
He's incognito.
Yeah. Does it do that?
Yeah,
sometimes?
I noticed that a while back.
Does it do in other streams like Joe D's or anything? Because I've never noticed it just disappear.
It kind of does. I think it's my signal, and sometimes my phone will cut out. And then when I click back on, it's not there. So I'd have to reboot, and it'll come back in.
It's probably not a huge deal or anything. It's just I was just kind of freaked me out. I was like, "What the fuck is?"
If I rebooted my phone, it'd be up there.
Well, it's Earth as the world turns.
Yeah, it's like you fucking Earth's talking, but you can't see him. Like that doesn't make any sense. Yeah. He's a planet.
I'm basically on data right now. That's probably why.
Oh, really? He's on fucking.
Yeah, I use a lot of data.
All the data. It's all used up at all times. Did you guys read any comments when I was gone or no?
Hell no. Waiting for you to come back.
That's unfortunate. Everyone said bye to Eric.
Right. I think it was like Foamy Head might be the next
yeah,
one.
Foamy Head showed up. What's up, Foamy Head? He says, I'm celebrating with a St. Arnold Springbok. Fucking, that's awesome that you are, but anytime I hear spring and I look outside, I get pissed. It's not your fault, Foamy. It's where I live.
I haven't had any St. Arnold beers, but I hear a lot about them from Drunken One because he drinks a lot of them down there.
The one beer that always piques my interest.
There's a few beers down there I wish I could get.
The pumpkin one, the pumpkin Imperial Stout, is it? Or pumpkin,
from
whatever
St.
it's
Arnold?
called. Yeah, I think St. Arnold does a pumpkin beer that's pretty popular.
That St. Arnold Stout I'd like to get a hold of for sure.
What's the stout you're thinking of? The Pumpkinator is the one I want. I've always heard good things about Pumpkinator going back to like when I almost first got into craft.
It's time for the Pumpkinator.
It's
time for the Pumpkinator.
Help.
It's an old school song right there. Y'all know about that one there.
Oh, we do.
I think it's bourbon barrel aged, one of them. St. Arnold's, one of their big stouts.
Gotcha.
God, it's raining again outside.
Let's other comments here.
And then the IPA that he gets to drink that I can't get.
Oh, the fucking what's it called?
The Yellow Rose.
Yeah, the Yellow Rose. I've always wanted to try that too. I was like, Drunken One.
The Lone Pint.
Send me
Yellow
a
Rose.
fucking single bottle of some of your jerky, and I'm happy. Last time he sent me a little bag of jerky, and I sent him like fucking 8 beers. I was like, just send me the jerky and the Yellow Rose, and I'll send you like 12, whatever.
Every rose has its thorn.
You're just going through all the songs tonight, Rob? 420 left. He said, cheers, my people. I have to get the boy ready for soccer, myself ready
cheers
for MotoGP.
Brothers. Thanks for joining.
For sure.
There's a sport taking off here now, soccer.
Yeah.
You got more comments?
Yeah, but I sneezed. I'm good. Paul says,
and the Legion Russian Imperial Stout from Community Beer Company, Texas.
That always freaks me out because Community Beer Company, there's Community Beer Works here, and it's really weird that I don't know they're so close to one another.
I'm looking at Richie's logic there.
Yeah. Well, let me read the Paul. Paul said Delta Berg. I would have hit it. Paul is desperation.
You know, of Designer Women, she probably was the best one.
Yeah, well, that's not saying a whole lot. That's like saying Oberon's one of the best fucking pale weed house.
Once again.
Oh man, and then Richie Z says, "I'm a fan of any airlines as long as they don't crash."
Yeah,
true. That is what you look for in airlines. Yeah. Like, I don't care about all this other horse shit. Are you going to crash? Because if so, not a fan.
Yeah. I do feel like I have to be on alert more when I fly, though. Like, watching people, making sure shit doesn't happen.
You can't have random shit pop off something.
It's like, dude, that dude's been in the bathroom for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Did he get? Did he?
I don't know if he had.
You start bracing yourself.
Yeah.
He may have got chilly before he got on the plane. I don't know, but I'm just saying it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Just in case.
He made the wrong selection on the airline as far as food is concerned. Then Richie Z says Delta Burke definitely, but like 30 years ago, and Paul says 20 was still good. Saw her pregnant and Playboy. Damn, son.
Pregnant and Playboy.
Yeah, Paul, we're gonna need you to possibly just settle down slightly, not all the way, just a bit.
Oh God.
Refrain.
I will say refrain just a tad, Paul, not a whole lot. We still have 6 people watching, but I can't believe we had 10 up to like about 15 minutes ago. It's like 3 a.m. and I'm like just 10 or 11 people still just hanging out on a Sunday morning.
Night owls, just night owls.
That's because you left, man.
Is that what happened?
You're like, Joe's not here. Read comments. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just say.
Yeah, we lost Eric before he did the PSA. I just realized too.
Yeah, he just fucked off. He was like, it was funny too because he did He did a 180 real quick. He went from like, dude, Grubhub, where's the rattlesnake fries at? Why am I turning to Lars Ulrich? He was just like, all right, dudes. He's like, all right, dudes, we're gonna order them. And then he was like, 2 minutes later, he's yawning. He's like, I think I'm gonna go to bed. I'm like, what happened to the rattlesnake fries?
It's like, fuck the fries. I'm going to sleep.
He said, come on, dude, Rattlesnake fries. I'm like, Grubhub's probably ready to go.
He may still be ordering Grubhub just off camera.
He's probably fucking just sitting there in bed watching us going, I should have stayed, but maybe not.
Yelling at the guy, don't drink and drive.
Yeah. Doing he's screaming it at them. Dude, fucking, if you're going to drive, don't be an idiot. Yeah. Okay, just Get yourself some rattlesnake fries. Stay at home.
Pass on some of these rattlesnake fries everybody talks about.
Yeah, what are they anyway? What's on them?
Well, what they do is they cut up the rattlesnake and then they throw them in the fries.
I just saw the commercial earlier. There's like some spicy type fries Taco Bell's running with right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've never had them. I just thought they looked pretty good in the commercial.
Taco Bell, run for the toilet? Indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Richie Z says, I don't have to work tomorrow. Do any of you guys here? I'm enjoying a beer and a bourbon. Well, I work tonight. Polished off 3 individuals. I mean, I did my job. And no, I do not.
No
Joe's been working. Working the comments, son.
Yeah, I mean, I get paid absolutely $0 doing this, and I also don't even get Rajay deals. So I'm in the hole here reading these comments.
Get screwed all the way around.
Yeah. No, I don't think any of us do, especially now that it's like 3:20 in the morning. I hope nobody does. Paul in the comments is at work, which is impressive.
Yeah, Paul's working like third shift, I think.
Yeah, and when I say work, I'm using the air quotes. Work for Paul. Work, where he's at work, probably watching us and just going, man, I'd go for some rattlesnake fries right now. Eric Gilbert says rattlesnake fries with cheese curds and gravy, sons. Yeah. What is the rattlesnake poutine? Yeah, rattlesnake poutine. Maybe Taco Bell in fucking Canada has a rattlesnake poutine. That's what they're calling it. Who knows?
I'd go for some poutine right now.
Yeah, I'm about due for some poutine.
Dude, I had some recently. It's fucking delicious. I made actually homemade ones. I bought cheese curds, and I bought the fucking packet of Saint Bear or Herbert or however you say it. It's like the fucking like the one you buy in the grocery store and you make it home. I made the gravy. I made some fries, and fucking they were pretty delicious. They're not as good as like authentic, but it was still
what meat
good.
Did you use?
I didn't put any meat. I just made classic
poutine.
Meat? No, just classic poutine. Just fries, cheese curds, and gravy. Listen, we're not good. That's not poutine.
The place we get here has like braised beef with it. I mean, it is freaking awesome.
Yeah. The best one I ever had was there was a local craft beer bar. It was the best craft beer bar in Buffalo by far. Always had the coolest fucking tap takeovers, like all kinds of crazy shit. They had deep fried duck fries that were fried in duck fat. Then the poutine gravy was fucking duck fat gravy. And it was the best poutine, even better than anything I've ever had in Ontario. Not saying Quebec, because I know Quebec's classic, but Ontario. Right. It was fucking like every time I went there, I got it. There was nothing. I was like, what do you want? Duck poutine. And I want it now. And I want it right now. And then like
I can feel my arteries clogging up as you speak.
The best was like, I was like, there's this hospital down the road. We're good to go. If something happens, we're in and out.
Was that no meat as
close
well?
Enough, just
no
in
meat
case.
on that one?
No, they had so that one actually had it was duck gravy in duck fat, duck fat fried fries, and then duck meat on top of it.
Oh,
it was just like they're just sitting there. I was like you're eating it and you're like, this is like, I'm not gonna be. I finish it every time and I'd feel like absolute shit afterwards. Not because it was bad quality, it's because I probably ate about 12,000 calories and all of it was in saturated fat. My body was like, I fucking hate you, and my mind was like, I love you. And
yes, thank you.
Yeah, and then my heart was like, I'm gonna hate you in about 20 years. I'm like, God damn it. Yeah, it was a good time. Paul says rattlesnake poutine all day, but did not say sons. Richie Z says Sierra Nevada Celebration Ale and a glass of New Riff bourbon is heaven, dude. Okay,
did he say New Riff?
New Riff, yep, New Riff.
Oh, that's here where I'm at. That's local, baby.
Oh, goddamn, sons!
New Riff, son.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh,
New Riff, son.
That is local.
Celebration Ale. That is one, and I don't buy a lot of them, but that's one seasonal I try to buy every single year.
It's a good beer.
Yeah, I did a review of a 17 and an 18 and age 17, just because people are like swear that. Because the thing is it used to not say fresh hop IPA, so you see Celebration Ale. When people see Celebration and has fucking Christmas trees or snow on it or whatever, you're thinking it's a winter warmer or some kind of spice beer. And for years, I remember reading an article where people would send emails to like the brewery and be like, man, I don't know what different spices you're using this year, but I really get a lot of cinnamon and nutmeg. And they'd have to respond to these people and be like, yo, it's totally a fresh hop IPA. There ain't no spices in there. Yeah. And then each year people would swear the recipe changed. Like, oh man, this year I'm getting tons of cinnamon, but I'm not getting the nutmeg. And they'd again respond. And then finally they were like, well, fuck it. We're just putting fresh hop IPA on it because this is horse shit. We're not responding to everybody. So I aged one. It turned out to be exactly what I thought it was, a fucking 14-month-old IPA. That's what it was when I drank it, which it still wasn't bad, but it, it was no longer like a...
But the cinnamon nutmeg died out.
Oh, it totally did, man. I was getting slight hints of cardamom. It was fantastic. But yeah, that beer though, every year I love trying it. It's so good. Then he says he's a huge fan of chili cheese fries.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That shit's good, especially if you have a really fucking good chili. Yeah. Yeah, God, I'm fat. Paul says duck poutine is so good, unlike Oberon. That's what I'm talking about. And I didn't even add the unlike Oberon line. He actually said that. Yeah.
Oberon hate is amazing.
Nobody hates it.
You stand alone on that one, Rod.
Yeah. Everybody here hates it, including Earth. He's like, it sucks. Who wants to drink it?
It's a good beer.
I drink it, but
yeah, that's the thing. I don't even say it's overrated. I don't even say it's overrated. My whole thing is I don't think there should be a fucking Oberon Day. I know why there is one. There just shouldn't be one.
Why are you doing Oberon Day? Why are you hating it?
Yeah, because it's fucking stupid. I don't know. That's all I got. Let's celebrate the spring with a mediocre beer. Fuck.
Mediocre now. All right. Keep knocking it.
Oh, man. What would you give it out of 5, Rod? What do you give Oberon out of 5?
I think he gave it a 4 out of 5.
Okay, that's not bad. Untapped has it at 3.75, which is vastly overrated. Let's go right there.
Hey, follow your palate is what
I say. I think I give Oberon a 3.5, 3.25. I mean, I'm not that far from you. It's just there shouldn't be a day. That's all.
It's all about your pleasure experience.
No, it's not. It's about
if it's not pleasurable for you, don't give it.
If it's not pleasurable, if you're just not enjoying yourself, then just don't.
I see people give high scores of Bourbon County style. I'm like, it's overrated. Or some stuff. Depending on the year.
I'll take all the Bourbon County.
Yeah, me too. Just inject it in my fucking veins. Not at maybe $15 a bottle, but like at a reasonable non-Rod J price because it doesn't exist for me. Just put it in my veins. Eric Gilbert says, is Taco Bell still open? Probably not here.
What about like the 4 a.m. or something?
God. Yeah, no, here I think it's like 2 or 3.
24 hours here.
Yeah, McDonald's 24 hours. You can get the shits any time of the day at McDonald's. Yeah, fucking McDonald's. You know, they came out with those bacon cheese fries. Listen, I like McDonald's fries.
Had them.
Especially when they're fresh.
Those are junk.
Yeah, just think. Picture this. Picture McDonald's fries soggy in general. I don't care what you're fucking. But you can put all duck poutine bullshit you want on it. McDonald's fries soggy are just gross as shit. That's why everyone's like, you got to eat them fucking within 10 minutes of leaving the restaurant. I don't want to sit there with fucking cheese and bacon on them when they're all soggy and disgusting. Oh.
I actually prefer Wendy's fries to McDonald's fries.
Oh man, Wendy's fries got way better. They used to be gross back in the day.
The old Wendy's fries were good. The new
you liked them? Oh, okay. Earth, that's like Oberon, man. No,
the old ones were better.
You like the old ones better?
I like the new ones. I like the sea salt edition.
I don't like all this new like potato skin shit they got going on.
I agree with you, Earth. Old ones probably are better.
I would only agree from an aspect if I'm going to a greasy ass fast food place, I don't want to see the skins. I want to see your fucking processed horseshit fries. That's what I want in my body. It's like I go to fucking McDonald's. I want to guess if it's actually meat or not. I don't want to fucking, medium rare burger.
Late
there's no guessing.
Yeah.
Late night White Castle's a place to be. So.
Oh, that's the best at night.
We do not have. Where isn't White Castle? Where are they headquarters? At New York?
Like New York or something like that.
Yeah, it's like New York City, right? There's fucking no White Castles in Western New York because we don't count. They're like, oh, you're way over in the western part of the state. Well, fuck all you guys. Okay, cool. Yeah. But we're going to be showing up in Michigan and fucking Ohio and Kentucky and all these fucking places, but not in the rest of New York.
Well, honestly, in California, when I was out there for a conference, I don't know if there's any near where Earth is, but there's a place called Richie's Burgers that were pretty damn good. I like them better than In-N-Out Burger.
Gotcha. Oh. Yeah, because Richie does ask, do you guys like In-N-Out fries? It's pretty good. I've never had In-N-Out.
In-N-Out's pretty good.
No, I would fucking guaranteed
but again,
eat the shit out of all of it.
I would take Fat Burger over In-N-Out.
Anything that said,
I would too.
Yeah.
You name something Fat Burger, I'm into it. I'm into it.
You can put an egg on it, some chili on it. All kinds of stuff.
Oh God, you guys, it's fucking 3:30 in the morning. There's
Shoestring
fucking
fries, steak fries. Which ones do you want?
I just went to Grubhub.com and there's a big middle finger at me. I'm like, come on now.
Yeah.
I like how you go to those places. I went to, was it Skip the Dishes or DoorDash or one of them one time, and like it was like late at night and all the places on it was closed. It was like, you can pre-order. I'm like, who the fuck? I'm not pre-ordering this shit at 7:30 in the morning. Like, it's fucking 1 in the morning. Pre-order. What is this whole shit? Fucking open up right now.
It's like McDonald's. You can make breakfast all day long on a lot of their key stuff, but you can't get like lunch all day long. Like you can't get a hamburger at 10 a.m.
Yeah, so you fucking walk in at 9 a.m. Like, where's my Big Mac at? Nah, no Big Mac at 10 a.m., buddy. You want a fucking, any other thing that's fucking breakfast? It's weird that it's weird that they'll serve it all day, but they won't serve so you're open 24/7. Just be like a diner and everything's available.
Just make the burger. I mean, otherwise I'd try to Frisch's and get like a big boy at 10 a.m. Because they'll serve burgers all day long.
Yeah, I think that's it's called the Big Boy.
Which Big Boy's overrated in my opinion too.
God damn, but Oberon's not. What is this?
Oberon's a good beer. It's not overrated. Not overrated.
Unbelievable. Eric Gilbert says A&W is open. Uber Eats, sons. Here's another thing. I don't have
A&W. Has some good stuff there too.
We don't have it in Western New York, even though fucking literally could jump across the border. There's like 7 A&Ws. Don't have it here though. Cool. I like their fucking root beer. It's so delicious from there too, obviously, because it's A&W, but it's like super creamy and just fucking amazing. I'm like, put that in cans, and then I would fucking probably get the diabetes. Paul says, I want to see the aged waitress's skin. He's talking about the flying sauce. So when we go up to the Albino Rhino Beer Festival, when we get hammered at the bottle share at nighttime at like 3 a.m. in the morning, we'll go to Flying Saucer because it's the only place open. It's basically it's open. I don't think it's 24/7 anymore. I think it closed at 3 or 4, but it's like the latest thing that's open. It's a diner. And Paul last year, he was hitting on the waitress. I think I counted all of her teeth. There were 7. And he didn't care because he was fucking way beyond anything.
Shoes to the wind.
Oh, man. He ended up throwing up next to his truck the next day in the morning. So, yeah, he was feeling great. But he's like, I don't fucking care. I had less teeth, better. I'm like, he's drinking kokanee beers, which is a popular like macro basically in Canada, and he's fucking drinking. He's ordering multiple kokanees. Then at the end of the night, he does the nicest thing ever. The bill, there was like 6 of us. He paid for it was like $140 because he ordered like 2 hamburgers and a steak. His bill himself was like $60. The rest of us were like $80, but he paid for everybody's shit. And I was like, you didn't even bag the waitress, even though I would have told you, please do not touch her with the 10-foot pole, but you were still trying to do it. He's like talking her up. She's like, oh yeah, there, because Paul's like, you should come to the Albino Rhino Beer Festival the next day. and she's like, oh, there's a rib fest in Welland, and Paul's like, don't go to that. Come to the beer fest. I'm like, just stop right now. She did not take him up on his offer.
I can see Paul doing that.
Oh, dude, it's so fucking good. It's sometimes not the greatest, but it's pretty good most of the time. He is a character like that, but I shouldn't even say character. Like that's Paul. Like what you see Paul on camera is pretty much that's Paul in real life. Yeah, that's just him. Yeah. And it's not even like, oh, that's just his personality turned up to 11. No, it's fucking Paul.
I just wonder, like, Paul commenting on the comments and like, dude, you're supposed to be working. Like, I'll get it in a second. I'm on a call right now.
Yeah. No, that's it's like, hang on. I gotta see if they read my comment. Like, just they have a professional comment reader. He's gonna read it at some point.
He'll make his rounds the last 30 minutes of his shift, and he'll be good.
I'd be like, where their fucking machines are broken? I gotta fix this shit. I'm missing quality stream time. Richie C says nothing beats a good Mexican breakfast burrito with chorizo.
Chorizo is
good. Yeah, that's good shit. Paul says there's an A&W Taco Bell combo place here. Well, in the fucking middle of nowhere in PA, there's an A&W Taco Bell combo.
We have an A&W Long John's combo.
That is the weirdest fucking combo I've ever heard of.
What? I don't make them. They just design themselves.
We have one here too, Rod.
And we have a KFC Taco Bell combo.
Yeah, KFC Taco Bell combo I've seen because they're owned by the same parent company, which I'd imagine. So Long John, I think, is also owned. Yeah. The only Long John Silver.
We have the Pizza Hut Taco Bell combo.
Yeah,
in certain areas.
It's Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and KFC for sure owned by them. So they have all the different combos. But the only Long John Silver's here within like literally a 90-mile radius is a combo with KFC, which is weird because it's just like, I don't know, Long John's, I like their chicken a lot. Like, and Long John's, they have the good fish and chicken, but I'm like, it's just, and they have like a little menu. It's a KFC mostly with like a little menu for Long John. It's like 4 different options. I'm like, okay, is this really a combo or is it just like KFC with a side of Long John Silver's?
A 2-piece with a fistful.
Yeah, I was like, can I get that 2-piece original with some hush puppies, please? I can see that though. I like hush puppies. Foamy Head says, does White Castle fries really only come in one size?
A Beastie Boys reference. I like it.
Credit to Foamy on that one. That's good stuff. Answer the question though on top of it.
You know what? It's kind of like, I don't remember them having a different size when I go to White Castle here.
Yeah, they do.
I don't think they're large and small or not. So.
Yeah, you can get them like in the box, like the burgers come in, and then you can get like a bag of fries or whatever, and it comes in like a foil bag or something. Yeah.
I don't know how far north Crystals have come. Have you guys had Crystal Burgers? Like that's like the similar to the White Castle.
Yeah, we don't have them up here.
Southern,
south and west. Yeah. Okay. Like the White Castle of the South. That's how we look at them.
Yeah, it's the little the tiny slider burgers that people go. I mean, I've had White Castle in one time going to the Detroit Fall Beer Festival in Michigan. There was one I stopped, and it was pretty fucking good.
Except I think
hammered.
Doesn't Crystals put like mustard on theirs or something?
I don't know. They could.
Well, White Castle just steamed onions.
Yeah, onion and pickles.
What would White Castle compare to out here?
Shit.
I can't think of any West Coast like the small burgers. Like
I don't think you have anything out there where you compare to White Castle.
But someone better get in the market for them. I mean,
at least from what I remember being out there.
Well, In-N-Out is the big West Coast place. Like that's what people always say when you go out west. It's like In-N-Out.
Well, In-N-Out is like kind of comparing us like to Five Guys.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like as far as fast food goes, if someone says what's a good burger place or what's it, people say In-N-Out.
Which don't even compare. Those are two completely different.
Fat burger.
What?
Five Guys and In-N-Out.
Yeah, Five Guys is fast casual mostly though, right? So I mean, now you're saying not comparing what? In what way? What way?
There's just nothing you can compare between those two places.
No.
Out here.
Yeah, I think a lot of people.
Five Guys, In-N-Out, even fat. They're all different.
Yeah.
I just want to get some animal style. That's all I'm trying to do someday.
Just get a fat burger. You're good to go.
Whatever's gonna grease up my heart. And then Paul says so Paul's excuse for throwing up next to the truck the next day after the day of the Albino Round Beer Festival wasn't. Let's be clear. It wasn't the fucking 8,000 ounces of beer he had. Okay.
Not that at all.
Not at all. Acid reflux. So he said acid reflux made him throw up. Despite I saw him drink and finish every single bottle while everyone else was like, no, I'll pass on this one. No, we're good. I'll just have a small glass. Paul's just like, fucking whatever, 13 ounces, 12 ounces, whatever. It's all going down. Not that. That didn't make him throw up. Acid reflux. Just clarify. Acid reflux. Wasn't hungover. He the flying saucer ate too many hamburgers and tried to fuck the waitress.
With 17.
And that was me probably being nice. Could have been a couple cracked teeth there. Eric Gilbert says Western New York sucks worse than Rochester. Hey, well, here's the thing, Eric Gilbert. Rochester's a part of the Western New York area, so yes, it all sucks here. Rochester, Buffalo, all Western New York is all shitty. Paul says, I don't say no to easy pussy, rotten or not. And I feel like we all believe him. And Paul says,
true statement all night.
Yeah, like
you just did every comment.
I mean, for the 6 people watching, probably 4 of which are Paul and his fucking alternate accounts. I think we're good. Yeah. Paul then says no breakdown for me lately, so he's good in terms of being able to watch the stream. He doesn't have anything to do. Eric Gilbert says, "Oh yeah, baby, fast food fried fish." Depends, but it's pretty. Some of it's pretty fucking good.
Good fillet.
Filet o fish. Richie Z says, who's got the best chicken tenders and nuggets? I like Popeyes every few months.
I don't usually eat tenders and nuggets.
I still like McDonald's nuggets. Call me whatever. It's just fucking.
I remember like Burger King has like the nugget special.
Wendy's nuggets I enjoy at times too. The fucking burger.
Yeah.
Well, actually, now I remember, like from what I've had in the past. I mean, Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, we don't. We finally got one here, and it's like every time you go there, 45 minutes wait to get anything. So fuck them.
But they're the most gracious people that'll ever wait on you.
They're so fucking nice. I remember going to one in Erie, Pennsylvania, and they're like, "Oh, how are you? How are you having a good day, sir?" I'm like, "What the fuck? Just I want my sandwich, but you're awesome. Like I can't. Like
My
I got to sit here
pleasure.
and converse with you."
They do have the quickest drive-through, though. It might wrap around the building, but you'll get through it pretty quick.
Yeah, it is. It's and now they have the apparently I haven't tried it yet. I'm probably gonna get some at some point in the near future. But they have the app where you can just basically order on it and they'll have it ready, and you can just go in and grab it. You don't have to wait in the drive-through.
Ours has kids standing outside taking your order and handing you the drinks and shit.
Yeah.
Some of their views.
We did guys stand out in the rain one time.
Yeah,
like, dude, you shouldn't be out in the rain. He's like, oh, I'm okay.
He's like, all right, you just make sure you're not wet. It's okay if we are. It's like, what the fuck kind of crazy shit is this? Now, their views, you can talk about views of founders and things happen there. It's fucking some weird shit happening. Some people don't support them either.
I haven't gone to them in a while after that shit happened. Yeah.
Yeah, they have delicious fucking chicken, but sometimes you just got to say fuck it.
It's like Doc Holliday. My hypocrisy only goes thus far.
Richie Z says. Richie Z says, "I wish."
Yeah, get some Chick-fil-A. I'm done. Here's your badge.
Where the fuck did I lost it? I wish there were more fish and chips places. That's the one thing good. So fuck you, Eric Gilbert. In Western New York here, they do fish fries during Lent, but every Friday. And it's like wing places here. You can find good fish fries anywhere. And like right now they're booming and they're fucking delicious. It's basically fish and chips
fries here too.
Oh man, I love it. It's fucking.
I'm not big with the fish fries though.
It's just you like Oberon. I cannot trust anything. You're like Eric now with
I can't
coconut.
trust what you say.
Yeah, it's like I don't like fish fries. Fucking Oberon's a good beer.
I'll get fish and chips once in a while, like one of the pub places, but I don't know.
I agree with you, Richie. Even if Rod doesn't, fish fries are delicious. Fish and chips, delicious. Delicious. Paul says, I'm going to start doing painting classes this year at wineries. You sound like an absolute hipster person if I've ever heard one, but I hope you do, Paul, because you're very talented.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That could be epic, actually.
Oh, man, all the people that he'll scare. I mean, all the awesome stuff that he'll paint.
Please get that on video.
His next comment.
That'd be awesome.
I don't know. His next comment, I'm like, I don't know if they want you on campus there, though.
Yeah. And possibly at the college, if I can work it out, too. I'm going to say on a scale of 1 to working it out, probably not. It's like, probably not.
Don't hold your breath.
They're like, holy shit, man, you fucking can paint like, you are super talented, but why is there a woman locked in your trunk? That's what I want to know. What do you plan doing with that body, Paul? Eric says, I have 5 great fish and chip joints in my area.
We actually have a pretty good fish place down here. It's called Alabama Fish House, and people will line up the street to get into it for lunchtime.
I like the places that just give you a shit ton of sides in addition to sides. In addition to just fries, they'll give you fucking potato salad and coleslaw and macaroni salad. A lot of them will have their own homemade shit that's amazing that they only do with the fish fries that are just delicious.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
We have a fisherman's market, but I haven't been there in quite a few years.
Goddamn.
Well, that's on you. That's on you.
That is on certain individuals here.
Oh my God! I'm watching Donna drive the
fish and
chips.
chips.
The food looks so good.
No fish. Yeah, you guys just because you got all the fucking fresh seafood you possibly want for the most part. They don't need to deep fry because it's fucking super fresh and just delicious as is. Not have to put all that batter on there. Because I only cheat once a week, I always have to. It's weird because some weeks I have 5 different. I want this and I want this and I gotta fucking sit there and pick and choose. So now I'm gonna want fucking fish and chips. Now I'm gonna want Chick-fil-A. Then I'm gonna want Red Robin's, everything. Now I'm fucking randomly just gonna wake up in the middle of the night. Where's the rattlesnake fries at? It's gonna be great.
I want rattlesnake fries now.
Just wait a couple rattlesnake fries. Grubhub, where's my phone? I still don't. Where? What do we confirm rattlesnake fries? I'm gonna have to look this up. I don't think we ever 100% confirmed this. Did we? What's on them?
No, I don't think we did.
Yeah, the rattlesnake fries. I don't think we ever confirmed exactly what's on them. Did you ever say?
I only saw the commercial one time, so I don't even know what's all on it.
Let's see. Rattlesnake fries are a big basket of fries. Well, that's nice to know. Topped with nacho cheese, steak, creamy jalapeno sauce, and pickled jalapenos. Now that sounds pretty fucking good. It's Taco Bell, so I'm not positive it'd be good, but it might. And then they're gonna have Reaper fries. It says. It's
Reaper.
Yeah, it's gonna be with Carolina Reaper peppers. It doesn't say what it is. It's Grim Brethren is named after the Carolina Reaper pepper. These spicy fellows are available as fries and sauce, or in a supreme version, topped with nacho cheese, seasoned beef, Reaper Ranch sauce. It's gonna be weak as shit then if it's Reaper Ranch. Yeah. So one thing about fast food joints, like I remember a couple years ago when Wendy's came out with their ghost peppers, the fries, and they had the sandwich. I went there, I was like, oh man, ghost pepper, it's fucking pretty hot. And I got it, and I was like, this is like fucking straight up jalapenos. Like this is what this is. Like what the fuck? Like I probably wouldn't want to taste like actual ghost peppers in terms of heat level because that'd probably kill me. But like I want it to be excessively spicy if you're gonna say there's fucking ghost peppers in it. Same thing with Reapers. Like Reaper's one of the hottest. I think it's been passed, but it's still one of the hottest peppers. It's like you think a Taco Bell Reaper sauce is gonna probably do anything to you? Probably not.
Probably. Yeah. I just saw Eric Gilbert watch my video Jungle Gyms earlier. He called it heaven.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch. I'm behind so many people's videos. Like usually I just binge watch. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna watch a lot of people's stuff and comment and whatnot. I got like 3 videos I gotta watch from you, and I just caught up to Kyle
today, Joe, earlier.
Yeah, no one should catch up on mine. Not because they're terrible, because I post every day, so you're always behind.
No, they're pretty terrible, but I still watch them.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I know they're terrible. Well, then why did you see? If you watch them, they're terrible. Then that's on you. There's nothing I can do about that. I warned you in advance. Earth watched 2 videos for like the first time in 6 months. I was like, fucking Earth. I was like, yeah, he's in the comments section.
I've actually watched more than that. I just haven't commented.
You just don't comment.
Yeah.
Just like,
but I have been super busy, so I haven't really kept up on everybody.
Yeah,
it's like it's tough. I'm like cooking or doing other stuff, and I don't comment, but I'm watching.
You know what I do a lot?
Comment.
A lot of times I'll just put like them up in the tabs, and I'll be doing whatever else I'm doing, browsing or whatever, or fucking editing videos, and I'll just listen to them a lot of times too. Because you don't have I recommend no one actually watch my videos. If you listen to them, they're probably bad enough, but you don't have to watch them. That's worse.
That's what I do a lot of times on the way home from work. I'll just put it in the car and listen to it, streaming on Bluetooth in the car.
If I had like an hour commute, like some people do, yeah, that's exactly what I do. I do exactly what you guys would do. That's perfect just to listen to them.
I mean, I only got a 10 or 15 minute drive, so 1 or 2 videos, and it's home. So
yep. The Inger Doppelbock, like the Celebrator, I was just like, I don't drink this enough, and like that's another one we talked about value earlier, and I even say it in the video. I'm like, man, this is like a 4-pack. I don't know what a 4-pack of Celebrator would be for you, Earth, but like it's probably like $12 here, maybe like 14. It's expensive, right?
Yeah,
but it's a fucking delicious beer, and it's just like, whatever. It's just fucking because it's $4 a bottle. It's like, yeah, but it's imported and it's fucking literally at the top of its class, like one of the top Doppelbocks in the world. But people don't care because it's fucking doesn't.
Oh, here's a special. Here it is again. The Taco Bell commercial: steak, jalapeno, cheese. Nacho cheese on the fries, rattlesnake fries.
Nacho cheese.
Just ran a commercial again. There you go. Looked pretty good.
Let's see. Eric Gilbert names the fish and chip places, like we all care. I'll read them though. He says Waltzing Weasel, Down Patrick's. Sounds quite Irish. P&B's, peanut butter and butter. I have no idea. Churchill's and British style Suttons. And then Richie Z says, any current favorite sour ales for you, gents? Oh, god damn, there's a lot. I don't count the slushies because they're not really sours, even though they're technically Berliner Weisses. They're light. Sours. That's what I said in every single review I did. I was like, yeah, these aren't really sour or even tart. And I'm like, they're just delicious, but they're fucking. A slight hint of tartness, maybe. Like Eric said,
Paul had a couple good sours that week. He did the sour week.
He had a lot of. It was funny because he had a lot of dark sours. I was like, I know what Paul's trying to do here. I know exactly what he's trying to do.
Yeah, those council beers he had, those are really good.
Yeah, they are.
I think anyway.
Well, they get really like they have a good reputation for sure. Yeah, there's I mean, thing is the easy accessible sours that aren't crazy are usually kettle sours nowadays, right? So that's that's a cheap way to do it, and it's not as you don't get as robust, and you don't get the funk, you don't get all that stuff, but then you get like a real good quality straight up lambic or something like that, and they're fucking pretty good and delicious, but they're usually expensive and hard to get, and there's not a lot of American breweries that produce them. And the ones that do have great reputations, and people fucking flock to them. So it's just like it'd be nice to have readily available, but those are very time intensive too, because you're fucking usually blending and you're fucking aging for a long time, and it's just like, you know, it's not easy to make. I don't know what tangent I just went off on. I don't even know where I am. Richie Z says,
there's. I feel like there's a separation in the sour category. There's like 3 different levels, in my opinion.
What would those be?
Some people, you know, they call sour Berliner Weisses sours and Gozas sours, but I really don't feel like that's a true sour, in my opinion.
No, they're not.
No, they're true sours. I mean,
well, they're true sours.
They're sours, but when you're talking sours, to me, sour is like just ripping your teeth off sour,
like Cascade,
and that's its own category, like a pure sour.
Well, you got like the Flanders as well, which the Flanders are really good too.
The Cascade fucking sours. I was trying to tell Paul, like the Cascade, for me, Cascade sours are some of the sours beer I've ever had. Those are like
Cascade,
enamel ripping,
like the Boulevard, like Love Childs or something. I
feel like my teeth are gonna fucking rot as I'm drinking Cascade beer. Not from the sweetness, but from the fucking acidic. It's just like, oh, but they're good, but they're just fucking. I wish the Cascades did not come in bombers. I wish those came in like 12 ounces or something smaller, because it's tough to put away a 750, not because of the alcohol or anything. It's just because those fucking build up big time. I have them sitting on the shelf at my bottle shop, man. But they're charging like $35 to $45 a bottle. Yep. Well, it's funny. It's funny you say that, Earth, because that was the case for a long time here in Western Europe. We've gotten them for a couple of years, and when they showed up, $25, $30. Now they're like at local grocery stores like Wegmans and whatnot, $15, $20 for some of the good ones. And I'm just like, I should probably pick one up because that seems great. But I also don't want to. I'd buy them for that price. Yeah, I probably should buy a couple. But we have a couple that are in the like the Noir series. They're like $52 for a bomber. For who? They're 750s. So what brewery? For Cascades. Oh, really? Some of their higher end stuff. Yeah, they're just super expensive, and they just kind of sit there because nobody wants to fork out the money. Yeah, no, it's tough. I mean, the ones that I would like to try more of that only had was like Cantillon stuff shows up here, and it's not crazily priced anymore, but if like each place will get like a case of stuff, and fucking gone instantly or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's just like I'd like to try like like the Fufoon, for instance, like that's one of the ones that I've always wanted to try. I've had a couple other ones, but if that shows up, it's the highest priced one, instantly off the shelf. I'm like, okay, I'd probably never see one. So it's kind of unfortunate. Or like a Lost Abbey Duck Goose or something like that. Oh yeah, some of those. Yeah, some. What did you say? Duck Goose? Is that what you said? Yeah, those are like almost impossible to get a hold of. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like Lost Abbey stuff. I wish we got it here in Western Europe. I used to like a lot of stuff. I haven't had it in a while, but I like a lot of their beer, especially a lot of their barrel aged stuff. We get a fair amount, yeah. Yeah, I even they get in the one place I saw it in the area was PA. When I hung out with Paul, there was a place that had just fucking tons of Lost Abbey shit. I'm like, you're in the middle of nowhere in fucking Pennsylvania. You just got Lost Abbey hanging out. What the fuck? Yeah. Eric Gilbert says P&B's is the best as far as the fresh fish and chips go, or the fish and chips go. All fresh fish, then better, and actually really chip, and actually really chip. None of those weak ass Freedom fries. All you need is fish and chip, vinegar and sea salt. Son, I'm gonna need you to settle down. I'm gonna need you to settle down, Eric. All right, just, guys do good poutine. Settle down with the fish and chips, okay, buddy? Paul says definitely expect wine reviews while I am teaching at the wineries. Of course. What else are you going to be doing? I can't wait to see that. You're going to be like the fucking drunk Bob Ross. That's going to be fantastic.
No mistakes. There's no
Just some
mistakes.
happy little bottles of wine.
Yeah, I'm gonna happy little bushes to hide the dead bodies. Paul says, I just dumped a shit ton of sour beers down my drain last week. Paul, you're not a real man. Yeah, you're not a real man. You got to drink all those, every single ounce of the fucking sour beers you don't like. He knew the one was going to fucking explode on camera, so he actually he's like, hang on. He got up. He heard him off camera. He goes, opens it over the sink. He's like, yeah, knew it was going to happen. Eric says,
Toronto's so easy to crush, too, in my opinion.
What, sours in general?
Yeah.
They're usually pretty crushable.
They are.
Yeah, they totally are. Eric Gilbert says Toronto's Blood Brothers Sours makes... God damn, Eric, you and your fucking scotch. Toronto's Blood Brothers Sours makes do the fist lips and swallow your own tongue. I don't know what the fuck that means. I tried my best to read it. I still
do the fist lips and swallow your tongue.
Makes it. Oh man, the English. And then he said fish lips, not fist clips. I'm glad he clarified. It's still not great. If Redbeard was here, he'd be killing you on the grammar, even though he fucking fails half the time at doing it himself. Richie Z says, what's the most money you've spent on liquor in a month? I've spent too much this past month, mostly on scotch and bourbon. I don't know.
Yeah, adds up quick.
Yeah, the only person here that's pretty much omitted is Brod, because I don't think he pays for beer in general. Now, if you want to ask him how much he's made from just drinking, it's definitely in the $50 to $100 range at the very least.
Funny guy.
Paul says all the sours were a struggle to get 12 ounces down, and they were a struggle to get 12 ounces down, but they were all in big-ass bottles, just not for me.
Well, some people can't handle it.
I mean, not everybody can do sour, you know.
Yeah, it's all right.
For me, that's just like, I could crush so many sours. It's not even funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of styles that it's funny because when people are like, "Oh, I can't believe you don't like this certain style," it's like there's fucking how many styles? Like, if someone sits here and says they love every style, then they're fucking lying to you. That's just the fact. Nobody loves every style or likes every style. Sure, you might find a beer or two within a style that you can enjoy. That doesn't mean you like the fucking style. It's fucking how the world works. Not everybody likes everything. So if you're like, oh, it's like the person who when people say like, you know, what kind of music you like? Oh, I like everything. No, you fucking don't. Okay, you might like a lot. You don't like everything though, right? You might like 80% of the fucking genres out there, but there's probably 20 that you're like, I do not want to listen to this. So when people say that, it's like, yeah, I can totally see how people don't like sours. Probably more so than the two. Actually, I would say the two styles I can see people not, and sours are broad because you have a lot of the sub styles, like you're saying, Earth, about the Berliner Weisses and Gozes and Lambics and all that stuff, right? And Gooses and whatnot. But sours, and I feel smoked beers, whether it's Rausch beers or not. I feel like those two styles, I can feel most people have either a love or hate relationship with it. Like
damn shandies, man.
Well, fucking shandies are not even beer. They're like the fucking fruit smoothie Berliner Weisses.
Leinenkugel shandy.
Yeah, all the fucking Leinenkugel shandies are the worst. They're the fucking worst. And I only say that because they are. They're not as bad as Oberon, but they're pretty fucking terrible.
Not quite to the Oberon level, but pretty bad.
At least they have flavor, even if it is gross.
All right, guys, I think I'm going to jump off.
Yeah, I was going to say, if we get any more comments, I'll probably end this here.
All right, last call for comments. Take it easy, Todd.
Later, Todd.
See you guys.
Have a good one, man. All right, last call for comments. We have, let's see. Eric Gilbert says, Red Breed is... He called them Red Breed. Red Breed is worse.
Red Breed.
Yeah, Red Breed is worse than me at typing sons. And then Paul says, I didn't hate on them. I knew they were well made. He just didn't like them, which, you know, is fair. Richie Z says sours are so good. So he's digging them. Paul said the lowest score was a 7.5 out of 10, which is nice. Paul says, when people say love all music, probably didn't hear some of my music. Oh, shit.
That's your comment.
Yeah. And then Richie Z says, do any of you guys love heavy metal? I've been a fan since I was 9, LOL. I like some of it.
Yeah, I like some of it. I mean, I grew up, you know. they weren't heavy metal. I would say they're more hard rock. But like one of the first groups I liked as a kid was AC/DC. But they got me listening to some other stuff. Plus, being a DJ and alternative station, we had a share of metal that we would listen to.
Yeah, you don't want to go down the path of heavy metal or like black metal or anything with Paul because it's a deep dark road, Richie. It's a deep dark road. Let me just say that.
Paul and what's the guy in Canada? Chris, what you call him?
Oh, Peters. Fucking,
Yeah.
I can't believe I just said his name. Paul said metal. Who listens to metal? Love metal. Oh, I'm going to start calling Redbeard Red Breed. And then the last two comments we have is Richie says, awesome live, gents. Well, thanks, Richie. It was awesome having you comment. And he was keeping it beer centric too, because it's like we would veer off and he'd just be like, hey guys, what's your favorite German beer? I was like, oh shit, there's actually like comments for beers. Let's talk about that. So that was fun. I like that. And then Eric Gilbert, perfect comment to end the night. I'm not reading anymore after Eric. He just says, ha 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 ha. That's it. He's laughing. So, yep. That's it.
Yeah, well, thanks for everybody that participated tonight for sure. And we lost our PSA guy, so just don't drive drunk.
Yeah, do not fucking if you do Hulk Hogan
sobriety test.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan will show up to your fucking house and kick you straight in your nards.
Well, and if you're Hulk Hogan, it'll be Eric Alliance fan, but he's big.
That's true.
Hulk Hogan.
And if you're a woman, he'll still kick you where the nards would be. He'll just he does it all. It doesn't matter. Eric doesn't discriminate. Clearly not, because he still drinks Founder stuff.
It's all part of the contract. But thanks for everybody that joined in here tonight, and kind of a pop up. Thanks for all the birthday thanks and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and,
happy birthday, Rod.
Thanks, Earth. And
you had a good one, Rod, at least.
It was nice, relaxing. Went at home, drank a few beers, had some friends kind of chat about beers. So at this stage, it's just about taking your time and enjoying what you got. So
and fucking eating a greasy meal tomorrow. That's the best part about it. Get all that, soak up all that alcohol.
I'm gonna probably get up and go get some Indian food.
Fries.
Tear up the Indian buffet tomorrow.
Yeah, make sure you stop and give us the lowdown and rundown and fucking score the rattlesnake fries. Do your first ever fucking food review. It's got to be rattlesnake fries.
Yeah. I think Eric Gilbert's going to probably get the rattlesnake fries tonight, the way he's going. So
he's fucking probably going to be walking there because he's shot. Too much scotch, or maybe not enough.
But thanks for everybody. You got anything you want to say on your show, Joe?
Yeah, don't watch my channel. It's absolute shit. I review beers terribly every single day, and there are only pastry stouts, fruited sours, hazy IPAs, and nothing else because I don't know what I'm doing. So
you got to upload tomorrow?
Yeah, I got to upload okay, so tomorrow's the first of the 450 North beers that Todd sent to me. He sent me the same ones he sent you. So the fresh fruit peach is the first one in the morning. And then at night, I have a beer mail unboxing from a viewer, Jeff, No Jinx. He comments on a lot of our videos. He sent me a bunch of he sent me a bunch of barrel-aged beers from Michigan, from like Pigeon Hill and Griffin Claw and Odd Sides. So nice. he sent me some whodunit beers. So yeah, it was 13 beers, a lot of big box.
Nice.
I will say tomorrow night is the Beer Cuber Spotlight with Kyle for No Hype Beer Reviews. We actually had a pretty good, awesome conversation. So if you check that one out, it'll be at 9:00 Eastern, and I think you'll be pleased and intrigued by some of the stuff we talked about there. So a nice, good time talking with Kyle.
Yep.
But that all being said, thanks for everybody that hung out. Look forward to catch you guys next time, and we'll go from there. Remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers.
Cheers.